Yo, yo, yo. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Andrewcast. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate your attention. Before we get into the content of today's episode, I definitely want to get into our sponsor that I've been so graciously gifted, Roast House Coffee, located in South Texas. Now, you may be saying, Andrew, I'm not a coffee person. You know, I like tea. I like drinking tea and honey and throw a little bit of milk in there. You know, I'm trying to live my life. Look, I understand you're trying to live your life, okay? I understand you may not be a coffee person. I wasn't either until I got me some Roast House coffee. Now, Roast House was gracious enough to send me Liquid Thunder. Liquid Thunder is a fan favorite in-house blend made by the Roast Coffee House. It combines the bold, smooth taste of dark roasted Colombian coffee beans with a subtle hint of chocolate to top it off. You can't beat it, bro. Let me tell you a little bit more about Roast House. The Roast House is not your ordinary coffee shop. They roast freshly imported coffee beans from all around the world, in-house daily, located in Brownsville, home of the brave, putting work in the street like a slave, Texas. Our mission is to bring the taste of the world into South Texas, one bean at a time. From popular flavors to in-house blends, we serve all natural, preservative-free coffee, espressos, teas, and other beverages. Homie, come on into our shop and enjoy a fresh cup of joe or take some bean grounds home for your loved ones. So come get a fresh cup of joe or come take some beans to go. You heard it here first. Take some grounds home for your loved ones to enjoy. And for those not living in South Texas, don't fret. Don't even worry about it. We will be launching an online store soon for coffee lovers across the world. You too will be able to taste coffee done right. Listen, folks, if you want some coffee, you want some high-grade stuff, you don't want to mess around with the Starbucks, right? You don't want to mess around with the Dunkin' Donuts. You don't want to mess around with the Wawa. You don't want to mess around with the McDonald's coffee, all right? You want to go straight to the house, the Roast House. Baby, Roast House Coffee. Look it up online. Look it up on Instagram. It's the newest. It's the latest. Thank you so much for sponsoring my podcast. Everyone enjoy today's episode. Love you.
Left me on my own. Would I change? I won't know. And I wonder, would it take my whole life and spend my long nights? Understood I wasn't right. And I wonder, would it take my whole life and spend my long nights? Understood I wasn't right. Understood I wasn't. Understood I wasn't.
It's episode 31 of Andrewcast. I'm joined with me by Shad, otherwise known as Justshad, right? I'm saying that correctly? All right, cool. This guy is a music producer. He's got a SoundCloud. He's got a whole bunch of awesome stuff going on, and amazing music that he makes. You're talking about a YouTuber. Which one?
Kid Travis, right?
Yeah, Kid Travis.
Okay, who's that?
You know Kid Travis?
No.
He's up and coming out of Ben Salem as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's his one of his best friends. You two grew up together, right?
We didn't grow up. Well, yeah.
When I say grow up, I meant like high school.
Yeah, high school.
Yeah.
Yeah, we met each other like sophomore year. I
Okay.
think. And then like ever since there, he was just like, I think my brother introduced me to him, and he was just like, hey, this guy sings in church too. Y'all should link up. And I was just like, okay, what does that mean?
Was he on the opposite side or something? You know?
Yeah, I didn't know him at all. He was like, this guy, he sings in church too. Like, maybe you can relate. I was just like, oh yeah, we can relate. And then he invited me over his crib like a week after. He's like, yo, I just got a program. I'm trying to make some music. And I was just like, bet.
Yeah.
It's like kind of like started from there. So yeah.
So,
It's been a journey.
how old were you when you started singing in the choir?
Damn. 9?
9, okay.
10? Somewhere around there.
And you wanted to be in it, or you know,
No,
your parents?
no.
You gotta ask. Some people are like, yeah, like I knew from the beginning that's where I wanted to be, is on stage singing.
Yeah, what got it to
Never.
stick?
I think like music has always been there, like, but I never noticed like how in tune I was to music Cause like since I was like a kid, my mom used to like, she used to give piano lessons to my older brother. Like got him drum set, piano, all this stuff. But like I was always left out. But like I was always like sneak and like play with it and all that stuff. And like when we had a piano instructor, when my brother had a piano instructor, he would like bring me down too, just because. And he would put us in another room, and he'd be like, push a key, and like, I'm gonna push a key, and you're gonna come here and find out, and I'm not gonna tell you which one it is. And I was just like, alright, whatever. So he presses the key, and my brother would go on, press the key, and I would go on, and I'm pressing the key, and it would be like either right next to it, or like I'm on top of it.
Mm-hmm.
So like I never thought I was like that in tune with like music and stuff, because like I don't have any musical training at all.
Yeah.
But like it's just like always been there, and I never noticed it.
But you can hear a sound and you know what tone it is.
Yeah,
That's
like
what you're saying.
like I can hear a sound, like any like key on the keyboard. Like if you press it somewhere, I'm gonna know like the area, like where it is. I'll be like pretty close.
Yeah.
So like it's always been there, but it's just like I never noticed it till like my 7th or 8th grade. Even in the choir, like I hated it, but my mom wanted me to do something, and I was just like, okay. So like I did have like sports and all that stuff, but like Sundays were like reserved for church. You're doing the choir, and you're gonna sing, and whatever happens after that, you're gonna deal with it. Like I wouldn't get home till like 12 o'clock at night, like traveling to like Boston and all these other places.
Just for singing.
Yeah. Wow. So like it wouldn't be me, it would just be like the whole squad.
Like travel team.
Yeah. So like we'd have this dinky van, and we'd get invited to like other places and just go out and go minister and all that stuff.
Was there anyone in the same boat as you? Like their parents were kind of forcing them to do this, and you guys kind of bonded over that, or?
Yeah, pretty much the whole choir.
Really? All of you guys.
Yeah.
So they're saying like, we don't want to be here.
Situations like that, man. That's how a squad is developed. You know, like
Yeah.
you guys are all relating to something. Maybe it's something not favorable, but it's like all bringing you together. I'm sure you still got you still talk to any of them.
Oh
or?
yeah, like,
yeah.
I consider those guys like my family
Right.
now. Like it was like at first it was like super like crazy annoying just to be there, because like Haitian churches are like different.
Oh, you're
Like,
Haitian.
Yeah, Haitian churches are like different.
How
man.
so?
It's because like, man, there's not a lot of funding in a lot of the buildings, so it's just
hot.
like hot as hell. Like you walk in and immediate sweat,
Yep.
and you're there for like 3 hours or even more, and like literally there's this one church that I always hated to go to. Like it was in Jersey, right? We'd go in, there was like this balcony that goes up to the sanctuary, and it was always hot. Like it was always like winter, summer, it didn't matter what day, it was always hot. Like we would go inside, like immediately take off stuff, rolling up sleeves and all that stuff, and like you literally, the border from the door to the outside, you could like tell the difference. It was really bad. But
And not even just in the choir, you were also the house band as well, weren't you?
yeah, I would say I started at like maybe my freshman year in high school. I picked up the guitar, and I just went up there. I don't even know how that happened.
So you first learned the piano and then you learned the guitar.
I did not learn the piano.
You did not. You just know the sounds.
Yeah. I didn't learn the piano. I wouldn't say I'm a piano player, because my brother quit the piano. So if he quit it, I quit it. Type thing. Because my mom was not paying for like one of us to be doing something. So if he quit it, I quit it. So like the piano was always there, and I always like mess with it. But I haven't. It wasn't like my love, like that. I fell in love with like the guitar.
Yeah.
Like, I fell in love with the guitar like in my freshman year. I don't know what did it, but matter of fact, I know exactly what did it. It was this guy, Ty Tribbett, and he came out with an album. You know who Ty Tribbett is?
Tachiray. Isn't that how they say his name? I don't know. You probably would know
yeah.
better than me. I'm not a huge fan, but
yeah, he came out with an album, the Standout album, and it was like a cross between like rock and like gospel. And I was like shocked by it, because like I never heard anything like that before.
is that the album with Son of Man on it?
Yeah.
Okay, that
So,
song
like,
got me, man.
Yeah,
that song got me.
That's like the song that was like, yo, I gotta play guitar.
Yeah, dude,
like
when
it
I
was
heard
like
that song,
it was like crazy.
Yeah.
So like I'm like, Mom, you gotta get me a guitar. If I don't care, you don't gotta get me an instructor. There's YouTube. Like
That's
YouTube
awesome.
was like bubbling,
Yeah.
and I was like, yo, I can learn from YouTube. I can learn how to play these songs, and like that's what got me to play. Like that's what got me to play. Like I would like sit for hours just trying to learn like a song, and like I didn't care what it was. Like I started listening to like metal just to learn how to like shred.
Yep.
But I can't even shred still. But I'm good. I'm okay. I'm
So what
okay.
kind of metal?
The first song that I listened to was like stuff of like Guitar Hero and all that
Oh,
stuff.
okay.
That's a good way to learn.
Yeah, that was like stuff off
Metallica.
Guitar. Like the easiest song was like One, because I remember I'm like in Guitar Hero, this is like
Yeah.
the easiest song to play.
One by Metallica.
Yeah.
Had like simple chords and it just got wild.
Yeah, at the end.
At the end.
I never learned the end. It was like the beginning.
Yeah.
I could do that. I could do that. So like that's when I like started like getting in, and then I started listening to like B.B. King and John Mayer and Muddy Waters, and just like
John Mayer just had a good new song that he released, New Light. I like it. I like it a
Mhm.
lot. Someone told me that John Mayer is like a country pop guy. Is that what he is?
His new album is kinda,
oh yeah.
I don't want to say bluegrass, but it definitely still
What
has
is bluegrass.
bluegrass. I don't know how to explain bluegrass, but I don't want to say it's twangy, like country twang,
Mm-hmm.
but it borderlines that with also like blues. So it has,
yeah, I would
it has,
consider
it's
more
more like
blues.
it has more of a soul, like a country soul to
Okay.
it.
Yeah, it's
And-
like
Yeah, I never thought of it as country. But yeah, I mean, that's a good new
Yeah,
song.
I
guess
listened
it's on
to
a
it,
new album.
and it's different because I think John Mayer is one of the greatest
oh yeah, songwriters.
songwriters, guitarists. Like he's
In
up
this
there.
Decade, yeah.
Yeah,
I could call it that.
It was different. It was different. I had to listen to it a couple times to like tell if I liked it or if I didn't like it.
Mhm.
So that was
Yeah,
different.
He's a goat.
So
He's a goat.
you brought up a lot of blues guys there with Muddy Waters, and are you into blues and stuff like that?
Yeah. I used to like when I was like looking for an instructor for like guitar, like crazy thing is like a lot of the instructors are around here. I'm not gonna say they're like racist, but they're kind of racist.
Why do you say that?
Because
Yeah,
like
wow.
I went to this one spot, and it was like the closest thing near me. Like if I could walk there, like I would do it.
Mm-hmm.
And I would go there literally like at least once a week to like show my face there, because they had to sign like guitar lessons here, blah blah
Mhm.
blah. I would go there and like buy like guitar picks, try to have like a conversation, but it was always like he was trying to like push me out.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? It was like the subtle things that like
subtle hints.
that you can like pick up, and like you're like, all right, this guy
Mhm.
obviously doesn't want me here.
Were you just not buying something, and he was just like,
No.
I don't want this guy here because he's not buying my shit?
No. I actually would buy like books and whatnot from his like little shop that he had. It was like a mom and pop guitar shop.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So it's like I would like go in there, like buy some like guitar picks, or like buy like a little book. I actually bought like a I think it was a blues book. I bought a blues book out of there.
A songbook.
Yeah, like
Okay.
a blues songbook out of there.
Yeah.
And like I would like try to be like, yo, I really want to learn, blah blah blah. Like, you know what I mean? But you're just like,
Yeah,
get out of here. Like it's
passive,
just like
very
it was
passive.
just like it was like really passive, but like you can tell it's just like I would call and like try, and then when I show up, it was just like completely different mood.
Yeah.
I was just like, all right, man, it's fine. Like I was just YouTube was my teacher, so I was just like, that's fine.
A lot of people are learning from YouTube.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
I mean, I've been, I was telling you guys earlier, I've been practicing Spanish and getting better at that. And there's this, if anyone's trying to learn Spanish, go to Spanish School Land, like YouTube page. Like they have all these videos. This girl is great. I think she's just a Colombian girl. It just literally, yeah, exactly.
We're not sponsored by
You're
that.
not
That's
even.
what I'm saying.
Yeah, you're not even gonna be learning Spanish. It's her Colombian girl. You're gonna be going on there checking it out.
Yeah, why not?
But yeah, pretty good. But yeah, back to what we were saying. Like YouTube has everything. Literally has everything. And it's nice that we're at that point where we can go on the internet and find anything we want.
and it's free.
And it's free.
For now.
So, yeah, for now.
Yeah, we'll see what happens
Like,
next year.
Yeah.
was this dude like an old teacher dude?
Yeah, really old.
I have a picture of like what he looks like.
Like
in my
he's
head.
like really like
Balding.
Yeah.
Bald spot, right?
It looks like the music teacher that we had at Snyder.
Yo,
You know what I'm talking about?
you talking about the not Miss Murs?
I don't know if it's Fry. No, I'm saying like the band.
Oh, you're talking about Mr. Fry? Yeah, he was my Xylophone teacher.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He had a crack nail?
Not
No, it was
Not
a
speak
it looked
illegal.
coke nail.
Yeah,
Speak illegal. But shout out to Mr. Fry.
My man never cut his nails. Also, he had a thing with his head. It's not funny, but it kind of is, where he was constantly going like this all the time.
All the time.
What, like a neuro issue?
He would just keep doing this. Like he would say yes, but his head would be going.
Maybe that's how it really felt. Maybe he was warning you. I don't know what you said to him.
Bro,
You like Mr. Fry? Can you use the bathroom?
But my
You like what?
yeah, exactly. He's Christian, just shaking his head like this. But my point is, these people who are allocated to teach skills like music, they become antiquated because of the internet. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like that guy can be as racist and non-compliant as he wants, and he's outdated like that. You know, and not to say all music teachers are, because there are some dope music teachers that'll come to your crib and teach you how to play piano and stuff like that. But the reliance on those people to teach you skills nowadays, like Brian was saying, is not. We're a self-taught generation. It's only going to make us more productive as we just continue on things.
definitely like that was like definitely out the window.
Yeah.
When I couldn't find like a teacher that was close to me that I can be like, you know what, I can like this guy can like really mentor me, because like he wasn't like I live in like a border part of like you have Bethel and then you have like like he was around like the Chamonix town part. So you know on that part on the side it's not much like diversity at all.
Not at all.
So it's just like I got the message. I was just like, you know what, at least he wasn't. At least he was subtle about it.
Like, he was low key.
Oh yeah.
You're talking about mentorship. I mean, this guy, you were saying about Kid Travis, how many people does he have listening to his stuff right now?
You would know more than me.
Kid Travis?
Yeah.
I don't know. He has 100,000 subscribers. What's his subscribers on YouTube?
Yeah, I mean,
It's almost 100. It's crazy. Almost 100K.
Well, that's what
What's interesting about him and Kid Travis, I know that's still his homie. They were working together a lot.
Okay.
And every
On
time,
the music?
yeah, and you can go on his page and he's in there.
I listened to the one song, honestly, literally I saw on your Spotify, it was like featured on, and there was this one song where Kid Travis's face is like to the right. You know what I'm talking about? I don't know the title, I don't know the name of the song, but it was good. Yeah. Okay, there we go.
Well, they also have a song that I have on my phone. I tried to get on the radio. Almost got it.
We try and get on the
Oh, yeah?
radio. Who are you talking to that?
I knew someone else.
You know a guy. He knows a guy.
You always gotta know
Shut the
something.
plug, man.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, if I get big out here, bro, you my manager.
Yeah, he said that to me, and I was like, don't do that.
I was like, no, but man, like you're mysterious. Like you have a bunch of different hats that you wear, but you never put the hats on.
Dude, I don't know if you saw it. I told her, and then she said, tweet the guy who's it's on, what was the station? 94.5? One of the pop stations.
Yeah.
And I said, this is a bop. I said, this could be on radio. So I DM'd him, and he says, cool, man, I'll try and get it on. Nice. So I sat by the radio for like 5 hours. And then he, instead of playing the song, he shouted me out. He said, my God, Sheldon just sent me a song on the radio. He's like, I've been listening to it. This one's, he's like, this one's a bop. He's like, this one's a bop. Yeah, he said it's radio. I'm like, bro, I don't want to hear my name. I want to hear the song.
Yeah, I heard the show. I was like, oh,
You heard it too?
I was like, all right, bet we about to be out here. Like, let's record this. This is about to be a moment. And it was like, and then like some, I think freaking Hotline Bling came on.
Yeah, and I was like, I think I still have it on my phone, just like stashed. It's just something funny like that. But what I was saying about you and Travis, it seemed like you wanted to go one direction, he wanted to go this direction. So you were like, for now, we're both going to go our own, and then we'll come back together for like here and now. But if we have a project, then we'll do a project. Because that's what it seemed like from the outside looking in. Because once you went to Temple, I didn't hear from you that much. And I saw that you weren't on his videos that often. So I was like, all right, he's probably at Temple. But then you told me that you're making music still. So I was like, okay. So he might be gearing up for a solo.
Right, yeah. I mean, that was always the plan. That was always the plan. do like my own thing. Like even though like we're in a group, like it was like, I mean, me and him like literally grew together. Like if I come up with something, like if he sends me something, then I'm gonna work on it, send it back. If I send him do something, it's like it was never like a separation. It was just basically like the distance. Like the distance really like got to me because like this 6 months, bro, has been like crazy for me because like my license got suspended and taking the train from like Temple all the way up here is not really the best thing ever.
It's
You know what I
horrible.
mean? It's
horrible. 45 minutes and you just sit there.
Yeah, and like especially if you're carrying your laptop, like literally like that's a producer's life. Like my laptop, my guitar, and my clothes, so I can stay the night and wake up like 9 a.m. to get back to school. It was like really like it was really hard just to like get me because like I had files for my project, one that's coming out Friday. It was at his crib, and like I had new songs at my apartment.
Just come back.
I'm going back and forth, spending like a whole bunch of money just to like get everything together. And like usually the covers that we do, it would like it used to take like us until like 5 a.m. to get them done. But now it takes like a couple hours. Even then, it's just like it's kind of like stretched for
You just got faster. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. It was like that process of doing covers, doing YouTube videos and all that stuff. Like it gotten faster, but at the same time, I still gotta go back to Philadelphia.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I can't stay up here. I have no transportation. My mom's at work. My brother's at Widener, and like my stepdad, he gets up at 5 a.m. to get to his work job. Like I have to take a train out, you know. Like so it's like really hard to even collabing is like cool over file sharing and whatnot, but it never like the product isn't as good to me unless like we're together. Like we just made something last night and I was like, yeah, we haven't made a beat together. It feels like months. Like it's
So you think there's a little bit of chemistry lost when it's over the computer?
yeah, definitely. Because it's just like me and him, like we literally like feed off each other. So it's just like over file sharing, it's just like, oh, you got an idea, I'm gonna mess with it, I'm gonna change the pocket and whatnot, and I'll get back to you whenever. But it's just like when we're both in the moment, it's just like, yo, let's mesh these two ideas together and we can get something like greater. So it's just like over the internet, like even for us, like we would still do it, but like if we're sending stuff, it would be like, yo, what do you think about this? It's not like really like, yo, you're trying to work type time. It's just like, yo, what do you think about this? It's like my idea, I think about doing a song or whatever. But like when we're in this like same place together, it's just like, yo, let's get it popping. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's different.
The back and forth is more hands-on and it just goes later and later.
Yeah.
Pretty much the night. I know you guys probably stay up to like, well, you just said like 3 o'clock in the morning and stuff, man. I'm like that too. I feel like
Were you in like that?
yeah, totally, dude. I have a rap duo, and we're on and off making stuff. Me and my friend Anthony, we're known as Avalanche Crew. But
I think Ant Clarkson's son Anthony.
yeah,
Probably seen his name.
he's way more frequent than I am. Nowadays, I'm kind of other stuff. But we would do that. We would just set up. We call it getting busy. We would just set up like snacks. We'd have video games. Like we'd have the Super Nintendo up, and we'd have just like booths and like. The booth setup, and we have a notebook and all that stuff. We'd stay up till like 2 o'clock in the morning. Why do you think that like creativity and good ideas happen late at night? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you can work on stuff during the day, but there's nothing about like when you look at the clock and it's like it's 12 a.m. and you're like, all right, now we're just getting started, and you start cracking stuff out. Like, why do you think it's like that? Is it like that for you? I'm assuming.
The nighttime is just like different. Nighttime, I hate these words, but it's a whole vibe.
I think
It is a vibe.
You know what the thing is? Because I'm the same way when it comes to like the podcast and also like
Most
editing
people
and
are.
stuff. I think it's the fact that when you're tired and you're like, I want to go to sleep, but I don't want this to be incomplete when I put my head down. So you get into some weird mode.
Oh, you think it's motivation?
It's like motivation, bro. Because there'll be times where, like, even with like the streaming, like just trying to edit the videos, I'm like dragging my feet. I'm like, I'm tired. But I can't let this because the next morning I'm like, I'll do it later. Now I'm doing it later, I'll do it tomorrow.
Yeah.
Doing it tomorrow, I'll do it over the weekend.
Yeah.
So you're like, I'm banging sounds out.
It was like the night. Sometimes it's just like, even when I was like, I wrote the snippet that you like see on like Instagram. I did that all in like one night. and like
That sounds incredible. That's awesome.
it's like the nighttime is just like it gives me something. Like if I see the moon or like see like the city or something like that, just like it just puts me like I can sit there and look at the scene or something like that, or like think the lyrics, think the beat or something like that.
Right.
Be mad loud and disturb neighbors.
That's you unleash. I have two theories as to why this is the optimum time for creativity. Number one is that when you have school the next day, usually, or you have work, you're asleep. So the time that you're now spending being creative is the time that you would usually spend dreaming. So now your brain is kind of in that state, like looking for ideas, because your dreams are just ideas. Like, I don't know, you saw this girl and you're like, damn, she's looking nice, and she showed up in your dream, because that was an idea that you had, either subconscious or whatever. Now it shows up in your dream. So now you're spending this time dreaming, this time you would spend dreaming being creative. The other reason I have for it, and that's kind of like the whole unleashing thing, is the rest of the world is asleep while you're awake. So you can go on Instagram and you're not necessarily seeing like updates from everybody right away. Like, everybody is kind of shut down, and that allows you the time to look at everything objectively without all this like outside noise, and you know that stuff's going on. You know what I'm saying?
I think at almost like an molecular level or like a sound level, like there's not as much sound going on.
Physical noise, yeah, but also I'm talking about noise as a mental thing too, where it's just like now I'm almost like a solitary confinement almost. Well, it's because no one else is up and walking around and stuff like that. There's not really a lot of cars passing your house or whatever. It's like just you. Like if you ever go around and walk like really late at night, there's like a feeling that comes over you. You know what I'm saying? When you're just like, yeah, like
It's like a heightened sense.
it is. Yeah, you feel alive.
Like keyword frequencies. I'm really big. I'm huge.
And I was going to allude to that. I remember you told me last year that you I won't say believe, but you see sounds, you see frequencies.
Yeah, I have learned about
It was
Synesthesia?
Yeah, that's what it is.
I firmly believe in synesthesia.
Yeah.
I firmly believe.
You see when you close your eyes?
It's not even like when I close my eyes. It's just like
Are they colors? Like what?
mine. I see like every sound that I'm like curating, or like even if I just like hear it and it like catches my ear, I see everything as a wave, like
A waveform.
that and like the ocean. It's like a combination of like the ocean's like wave, like literally tide going in and out.
Oh, okay.
So like like in like mix, like if you ever look at like a mixer
Equalizers.
and you see like the green lights going up and
Levels,
down,
yeah.
like levels going up and down. It's sort of like a tide of the ocean. You see it like going back and forth, like, but I see that in like 3D. It's like coming back and forth, and like all the different like colors and whatnot.
So like as it's getting louder, the water's coming.
Yeah, like as it's like pulling, it's like either pulling me in or like pushing me out type thing. And it's like, and like the color of like the water would be like whatever the sound is. So like if it's like a really like mellow, dark, like OVO type thing, it would be like a really dark blue or like purples, and like the 808 would come in as like a red. It's like a weird, it's like a weird sensation.
Do you see upbeat kind of music as like a yellow, as like an orange, and like do you see darker, more like a black, a dark blue?
Yeah,
Like ominous.
Yeah, like ominous type feeling.
Kind of like a lingering shadow that's like.
Yeah, it's like literally like the spectrum. Like I look into like what's the crazy thing is like I gotta send you guys a video because like if you're like a big nerd like I am, like this guy has a theory about that numbers, frequencies, and sounds are like they're all related in some way. Like we know that, but like frequencies come in cycles and yada yada yada. So what this guy does to like prove this point, because like
So wait, can we backtrack? What I'm trying to understand what he's saying. So he's saying that there's everything makes a frequency.
everything is in a pattern, everything is in a cycle.
Okay.
Colors are sound is like everything is going at a certain rate that we can measure in a way. It's all measurable, right? So like what he does, and he goes into like a couple of examples, and I think I'm not sure who shares it, but like he's really famous, but
Michikaku?
nah, like back in the day.
Alright.
Like he's a painter, but I forget who it is. But
like Michelangelo.
yeah, or like back in that time period.
Okay.
Like he had like a theory.
Yeah, probably.
It's probably him. But like he wrote down the theory relating colors to song notes. So like he related colors to song notes, and his theory would say like I can draw out a score, I can paint a score, right? So like what he does to prove his point, to make it like different, he takes like these kicks and he's like just a regular kick, bum, 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 right? And he's like, if I put these kicks in a certain pattern, each of them in a certain pattern, I can make a chord with them. So like he does it, like it's a real offbeat type thing. It's I think it's called syncopatic, like beat. It's like everything is offbeat, and like it keeps on going faster, the beat keeps on going faster, and it makes a major chord.
So because it starts out as an offbeat, but because it happens so quickly, it becomes an actual beat.
It becomes an actual chord.
What's a chord? What's the difference?
A chord is like what you hear like in the beginning about it. So like dun.
Yeah.
So like it would come out to like an actual chord.
Yeah.
And like he was like, yo, you can put anything in a cycle and make it into a chord. And I'm like, yo, that is sick.
Yeah.
But like at the same time, I'm like, yo, that explains a lot. like that explains
Like
a lot. Like relating to my synesthesia, I'm like, yo, maybe that's why like certain things that I see, like when like as I told you, like tides going in and out, certain things I see are certain colors. Because like a lot of the times you would like play a note and it was like, oh yeah, Leonardo said like this is purple, and then you play the note and I was like, oh, he's right. I was like, so like this makes sense, and it's not just like a visual thing for me. It's like it's also like it also like ties into like senses. Like if I hear like you know how some people like when they hear like the grill, like they like and like meat on the grill, they just start like the waters like mouth
salad.
Yeah, salad and all that stuff. So like for me it would be like different. Like I can hear like a crazy scent, and I'm like, yo, that's delicious. That's delicious.
You can taste it.
Yeah, like that's tasty. I'm like, and people be like, what? I'm like, you heard me. I
just had a full course meal.
You want Chick-fil-A? Nah, I'm full.
If you like that, like anybody I've been using with, like I always like relate sounds to like different words. Like yo, like what did you just say? I'm like, I said what I said. Yeah.
Do you find that people you collaborate with do more often than not they also have this synesthesia?
I think Jed does also, but I'm not too sure.
Kid Traps.
I feel like that might be something that producers would have. You know, seeing sounds, because I don't see it to that extent, but when I sent you that track I made with Steve, did I send you that? I gotta let you hear that then. Steve and I did a track together.
Talking about Square?
Yeah.
House music joint?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I need to hear that.
Yeah, we did it, I think 2 weeks ago. It's not finished, but we haven't touched up on it. But like, when I hear certain sounds, when I'm looking at it, I don't see like the frequencies coming at me, but in here, I have more of a physical sensation that I get, and that's how I know I like something. If it makes me feel something, if I can feel it in my bones, even like when I'll hear a guitar like something like a blues song, you hear it like, and if it makes me
like, you get like a physical reaction, that's like how you know.
Because I sent you synths before from like Bon Iver that he would do, and I'm like, dude, I almost like cried listening to just 2 chords.
That's dope.
Because it would like hit something that either triggers an emotion for some reason. So maybe sound could be like tied with almost everything in life.
I mean, sound, seriously, sound plays a big role in just how your body functions, man.
Yeah.
Like, you listen to something relaxing, your heart's gotta go down, your muscles gotta relax. You listen to something upbeat, you get all hype, the adrenaline starts pumping.
Yeah.
It's crazy how much music actually influences our bodies.
Affects your mood. You can force yourself to feel a certain way.
Oh, 100%.
Dude, like on the way to a job interview, it's all about the music you listen to, in my opinion.
That's so weird. You know, like when I was younger, I feel like when I was in like a rut, I was feeling bad, I was listening to really sad music. And thinking about it now, that's very counterproductive to like stay on one beat and
Keeps
keep
you
you
in
know.
it.
Yeah, but
at the same time,
That's my favorite genre.
Right.
I feel like that like helps you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it helps you.
If you're like listening, if you're sad and you're listening to like sad music,
Yeah.
it like, I feel like it lets you know that you're not
Right.
alone in this feeling. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Especially when you're younger, because like teenagers, I feel like the big problem that teenagers usually run into, and I ran into this, is that you have a hard time expressing yourself. So when you find somebody who's expressing what you want to say, you have somebody to relate to. I'm sure a story's coming, but Kid Cudi is, he's a classic.
And I said Kid Cudi, like he could have saved. He could have saved. He almost like saved my life because like when you go through that period of like not knowing yourself, who you are yourself, or what's your purpose in life.
Yeah.
Kid Cudi came out, and I was like, I heard Man on the Moon. I remember it was like 1 in the morning. I was having a hard time falling asleep. I think we were in 8th grade, and we still had radios at that time. And I turned it on, and I was. We have a new song coming from an artist out of Cleveland, Ohio. Named Kid Cudi. I heard, and I heard that boom, boom. Then he said, and I was like,
What?
yeah,
that's I'm thinking about that.
dude, that's the song I'm talking about. All I heard was day and night, what? And dude, when I heard that, I was like, not even that. I was laying in bed, and I'm just like,
thinking about his life.
because then the next bar was, I toss and turn, and I'm just like, my sheets are ruffled right now. I've been tossing and turning.
Bro, I pictured you as the music video for that song.
Dude, and then like it sent me. I think that might have been like the first time music sent me on like a journey, like a trip, when something I could finally relate to. And I think that's also why Drake is who he is. Because when he was putting out music, his early stages, it was all relatable. People saying, "Oh, hip hop didn't like it." And so
now he's like what
hip hop is, honestly. So we all could name a Drake song.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like didn't 50 Cent like start a whole movement with like gangster rap back in the day? Like before that it was Tupac and Biggie. They had a whole movement. Then it was Jay-Z and moved on. And now it's all these mumble rappers.
Yeah.
And J. Cole. Mumble rappers and J. Cole. But
Yeah,
but he hasn't made anything in a while.
It's been a year.
But it's
Well, he did Black Panther.
Yeah, I guess but that was a collective thing. I know he was behind it, but
think
I
about
consider that everyone.
Think about Kendrick music. It was blast.
And I remember you said this before. I think I heard you say this on Pop Radar. To Pimp a Butterfly, that changed your life.
Yeah, that was a great album. I still listen to that. Mama, that song on there.
That changed my life.
And
The one where he's drunk, I forget the name off the top of my head, but he's drunk, and that song
I
is
felt,
amazing.
that album, like I literally
Everything was live.
When that album came out, I got out my room, sat in my car, and just like listened to that whole album because like
You didn't drive anywhere, you just sat in your car?
sat in my car,
That's
just turn on.
What song did you?
Most related to.
No, I was gonna say. I guess that, but what song did you repeat over and over again? The probably the same thing.
Oh man, Mama.
Is Mama the drunk one?
Yeah, no. Mama's where he comes home. He comes back to where he was, like his hometown. He realizes how things changed.
Oh, that one? Oh man, that one was.
Yeah, dude. It's crazy, especially I remember there's one part in the song where he's a kid and he talks about how he sees himself in that kid, like he's the same person back in the day, and now he's I don't know, I think
I just can't get over that one song where you hear the Spanish woman, she's like knocking on the door, like because he's in. You can see him in a hotel, and then he's drinking, and as he's drinking, you hear it slushing.
You hear the drink going, and you hear
and the sample,
the sound,
dude. I need to know what that sample's from.
It's what?
It's like, and it's like a woman singing like off key on purpose, and then he comes in, and then you hear that.
It's off the Untitled. The sample's off.
Yes, that's what it's called.
It's off the Untitled, John, and he sampled it. I think he sampled it for you because you was the one where he's drunk.
That's my favorite
He's in
song.
the hotel.
Dude, that song's incredible.
Like each song in that album, I don't think people give it enough credit because it's just music. Like it's not it is not anything else, dude. It doesn't follow like mainstream. It is like
It's a story.
It's a story and it's a musician's album.
It was a perfect tribute to Tupac.
Tupac
From song one. Dude, when I said I didn't know what we were gonna get into when it first dropped, I heard that George Carlin sample. I'm like, oh, what are we getting into? Then you heard that late '90s LA Compton synth. And I'm like, and I'm like, oh my god. I was like, what are we getting into?
Like, if you look at all the musicians that were like on that album, you have like Terrence Martin, Robert Glasper, and you have like a couple other saxophonists and all the people that were involved, and you look at their work, like, bro, just like the jazz is like jazz is coming back.
Yeah.
Like in
I listened to Chicago the Kid, is that his name? DJ Chicago the Kid. I guess My Love, I think it's called. That's the jazziness in the beginning. I don't even know what you call it because I don't have the musician lingo. But just.
Did you listen to "Awaken My Love" by Childish Gambino?
Yeah.
That's something like that.
Like all the artists,
Lost Child or Young Child or some kind of child.
To My Son.
It's like the second last song on the album.
Yeah, it's the night. What's it called? The Night You Were Born, or The Night Me and Mama Made You?
No.
Something like that.
Well, I also like Stand Tall because I think that was a good message. It really pumps me up when I'm
Boogeyman was mine.
it's like the old. It's like the old music. Like if you look at all the popular artists today, like the iconic ones: J. Cole, Kendrick,
Bruno,
Baby Boy,
Bruno, Drake. All of them. Even Drake sometimes goes back. It might not be like super jazzy or anything like that, but he goes back into like the '90s hip hop pocket and puts like his own twist on it, or like fires into like some like reggaeton stuff, and like all the people who are on top goes back into that
pocket,
and it lasts forever. I think whatever happened throughout like the 50s and like the 80s, whatever was going on and like how music was developed in just like America itself, it's like something that it's like a feeling that was never gonna go away. It's like Redbone is gonna be here forever, even though it feels like it's a 30-year-old song.
How do you feel about that new song you just dropped?
This is
America, yeah.
That song's popular.
I'm not sure.
I think it's more the song is more for the video than the song.
The song was made solely for the video.
It's more of a music video than a song.
Yeah.
What I thought was more interesting, he had a song that he dropped on SNL. He just did it
Saturday.
live Saturday. Yeah, that's a great. That is an amazing song. As soon as I heard it, I was like, where can I listen to this for like 50 times in a row? Maybe, like no matter where I am listening to this song, and they don't have it anywhere.
I don't know if you guys saw it, but this leaked out 2 weeks ago. I forget who his record label was. I think it's Atlantic. I could be wrong. It leaked out. Yeah. RCA, that's what it is. It leaked out the window of albums that are coming out, like up until December, and it says that he's slated for like a late June release.
This June?
Yeah, this June. And I was like, I don't know if I could.
Saturday better be on that album.
And here's the thing, I was like, I don't know if I could buy into that. Like, I don't, I said someone could have made this, but then it said on there, ASAP Rocky, late May. ASAP Rocky's project comes out this Friday.
Okay.
No, so that confirms the
legitimacy. And that's on my birthday. It's 2 days before.
Supposed to be making something.
And I think Chance might need to fall back.
Yeah, I mean,
He's still eating.
I'm still feeding off of the rumors of like Kendrick J. Cole album. That still hasn't happened. That was like 2012.
I put that in the lock and safe, and I'm just
like another Black Indie album coming out.
That'd be cool.
So
Yeah, but I don't think. I remember they said he was on a magazine once. It said Kendrick Lamar and Black Hippie, and then the Absol got so fucking pissed. He's like, if they ever say Kendrick and Black Hippie ever again, like we're breaking up this group. That is not what we are. We are all Black Hippie.
Yeah, don't be fooled. Absol could probably eat Kendrick.
I don't doubt it.
Did you hear him on the Black Panther?
All of them spit.
All of them can spit. And they'll tell you too. It's like I eat him alive. And they all say it.
I don't doubt it. Absolutely.
Because he's my favorite out the group.
Really? I like
Bloody Water. That's what it's called on Black Panther.
Oh yeah, no, that's with that Anderson .Paak, right?
Oh, my God. And that's his guy.
Yeah. Dude, Bubbling, you listen to that song just came out?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that just got me excited.
I didn't hear it.
You didn't hear Bubbling yet?
You gotta see the music video. Watch it with the music video first.
I love music videos.
Bubbling is.
But
He's
dude,
another breed. He's one of those artists that's gonna be here forever too.
So
I'm surprised because like I feel like not a lot of people know about it.
He's definitely not an omelet.
Anderson .Paak, he's more of a, he writes a lot of songs for people.
Does he really?
Yeah.
I believe that. 100%.
And then like, he's sort of like, he's like another musicians. Like everybody like to like is a hip hop head or a music head in general will know Anderson .Paak.
Did you watch his Tiny Desk performances?
Yeah.
I haven't even watched that.
Him and Tyler Perry are
Together.
No, not together, but both of their Tiny Desk performances like blew my mind.
You're just like, this is why you're famous.
No, it's just like this is why I love music.
And Chances was good too.
Yeah, I saw Chances.
And it helps that Anderson .Paak, he was on the freshman list, which I feel like he shouldn't have done that, but
Why not?
because
It's a cop out.
Nah. Just it was just the environment. What didn't match. I feel like the beat and everything that happened, like his solo,
Like his cypher?
Yeah, his solo like freestyle was amazing. But like the cipher, the beat and everything, like even though he can spit on like hip hop beat like that,
He has a certain pocket.
it's not what I look to him for. You know what I mean? It's just like oh that's cool. But then he went on tour with like Women Mars, and I was just like, all right, bro.
They would figure out you want to go.
He's
gonna be out of here.
You're out of here.
You're out of here, bro. You're out of here.
So, do you, out of like the main megastars of R&B rap, who is like your biggest influence when it comes to it? Is it still Kendrick or is it like Anderson .Paak? Do you have
Still
some-
Ty? Oh, well, he's not a rapper. Yeah. You're talking about specifically rappers?
Yeah, someone who's like current, not like just old sound. Someone who's like current that, you know, they whatever they're doing, they're like, damn, that's feeding me right now. That's giving me some more inspiration. Even Frank Ocean.
Yeah, Frank Ocean is one of them.
I was telling Sheldon before you got here that Blue Ocean, right? Ocean Deep reminds me of Blonde in that what was the word you used? That high voice.
Yeah, the cadence.
Yeah.
The voice
I mean, I don't know any other artist that does that, but that's immediately who I thought of.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
It's not the first time you heard it, too.
Yeah,
Really? Who else told you that?
Oz.
Oz told me that he didn't know what
Like
to
a
do.
wizard?
Nah. Oz is a mutual friend. Yeah. I met him in high school. He's a very interesting guy. Hilarious, awesome guy.
I mean, like Oz, so you have to be.
Middle school. Yeah, he hit me up on Twitter. He was just like, yeah, this sounds like Frank Ocean Nights. And I was like, no, I love that song. Like,
Wow, he said Nights.
yeah, he said nice. I was just like, yeah.
Is that a lot for him?
That's
Nights was on.
Oh, I thought you
Blonde.
said nice.
Oh, no.
It's like, oh,
The song it reminded me of, which is my favorite song on the album, and a lot of people didn't like it, was Nikes.
I love Nikes.
Nikes was my favorite song on the album.
Ending of Nikes is
The
great.
whole thing. Just because when you first heard that organ with just that snare, I don't know what it was, but just that pocket where it was breathing, I was like, this is amazing. And then he just leveled his voice up all the way. He was singing high pitch, and then he just put another enhancer on top, and it just sounded great.
the high pitch for Ocean Deep wasn't intended. Like I didn't mean to do it, but like when I did, like if I ever bring my laptop around and like I show them the original or Ocean Deep, I'll like it's weird. Like I see why Frank Ocean does it and like why Kansas does it also, because that whole song Ocean Deep is pitched up a couple decibels. Like the vocals, beat, everything's pitched up. Like I sang it in the original key and then I pitched up. And like I can see why Kendrick might pitch his voice up Frank Ocean might, because the frequency that Ocean Deep sits in, even though it's not, I'm not gonna say it's a fast-paced song, but it feels like it. Like it feels like it's like you're moving through the whole entire beat. Nikes it's like the same way. It's a slow song, but you don't realize how slow it is.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like everything just kind of just like meshes up in there. Cause like the original version for Ocean Heat, like if you hear it, it's like, oh, this is cool. Like, but it's like, I felt like, this is just kind of slow. But like, I didn't think to like move it up because the pocket is already in there. I'm like, all right, I have to do something to make this like sound better.
Yeah.
So I was just like messing with the key, and once it hit that one, I was just like, yo, this is like a completely different song.
Yeah.
And like, I was spazzing out. It was like in the middle of the night, I was just spazzing out. I was like, yo, this is fire. I don't know what I just did, but like, this is fire.
Yeah.
So like, it's like, I get why people do that. It's like, people thought like, yo, my brother was like, yo, who do you have feature on this song? I'm like, what girl did you have feature on this song? And I was just like, I was like, damn, bro, just waiting, like, damn. Like, give me some props. I was like, yeah, it's me. It's like, even that? And I was like, yeah, that's me. It's like, nah. It was just like, but I was just like, but it's like, I see why people do it. Like, thank God I can still sing that key too. So like, if I ever do it live, it's not gonna change. Yeah, it's not gonna change.
So the album coming out, you said you've been working on it for 2 years.
Yeah, it's not an album.
EP. Okay.
So are we talking like 6 songs?
5.
Okay.
Yeah, it's an EP. A lot of the songs that I'm gonna put out later, there's a lot of like stuff like sampling and all that stuff that I have to like figure out if I want to do it or just like completely remake it. And like I have a lot of stuff with Jed. Me and Jed have songs upon songs that we just never ever released for whatever reason. But there's a lot of stuff that like I wanted to review, but like I felt like these 5 were like not perfect, but it was like a good embodiment so people could get introduced to me. Because a lot of people only got introduced to me through Kid Jackson's YouTube covers or his album or me doing stuff, features for like random people over the internet and whatnot. So I felt like these 5 songs were like tell people like, yo, this is who I am, this is like what I'm sort of gonna talk about. Not talk about, but like this is what I'm gonna be doing. Like this is like my sound. So like the distance like you were talking about over like before, like when I wasn't really in like his videos or anything like that. It was like a really good time for me to like go back and like really figure out like, yeah, what kind of artist like do I want to be? Like, do I want to be an engineer? Do I want to be a producer? Do I want to be like a standalone artist? Like, I really gave me the time to like really figure that out, and like during that process, even the 2-year process, which is like crazy, but like in time that you're working with other people, and like since I'm a freaking perfectionist, I'm gonna obsess. It's weird because I will obsess over other people's things and make sure they're good first before I start working on myself. And like this time, even I was just like working on myself. Like I got songs done, but I just never went back to like finish them anyway. Like I'll put on the verse, I'll put on the hook, and I would just like leave it alone and just be sitting there. So like these 5 are like really, you're gonna know like, yeah, no one's taking the sound. Like that's me. You know what I mean?
I've never met an artist that didn't define himself as a perfectionist. Literally everybody who I've ever talked to have made stuff like that. They always say that, and you know, that's what it is.
I think that's what it takes for it to stand out.
Exactly. Well, you're spending 2 years on this. It's gonna be good. You know.
Yeah. I hope so. I hope people like it. You know what I mean?
You're being modest, but
yeah.
I'm sure it's been awesome.
You know, I'm sure you can get a sense of what people are talking about. When it comes to like the snippet they put out, people are like, yeah, we want that now.
Yeah,
that was awesome.
Yeah.
People reached out to you.
Yeah. During like the process, it wasn't really like people reached out to me for me that like heard any of these songs, but it was more of like the YouTube covers. You guys know Double is?
No.
Yeah.
I like that name.
That's what is his name?
Keon.
I love his. He's so
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah.
He's
I just got singing based on that name.
yeah, he's another local guy.
Keon Jones.
Yeah, he's coming up.
Yeah, we're in track with us.
Yeah, he's hilarious. Love that guy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he's still on track.
Mhm.
I never been one. He used to be on here a while ago.
We can get one.
But yeah, his cousin, his family's from Australia, and his cousin hit me up, and he's an artist too. He's like trying to make it out, and make it out there. And he hit me up. We did, I think two or three songs together, and what's wild was Jizza from Wu-Tang.
Oh, so.
Yeah, Jizza from Wu-Tang Clan. He was doing some type of mixtape from Australia, like he was like curating artists from Australia, and our song got on there. And I was like, yo, that's freaking wild. I was like, yo, that's wild Jizza from like Wu-Tang. And I'm working with this guy from UK that I'm not gonna have to get his feature done, but
UK? How do you know?
I didn't. He just hit me up over like email. He was just like, "Yo, I got this song, and I really would like you to sing over it." Like,
Wow.
I was just like, "Whatever, sure." Like, he had the lyrics and everything like that, and he was just like, "Yo, just
That's gotta feel good.
yeah." It's like, even though around here I'm not as known because I'm usually in the background. It's like really cool to see like people like from like UK and like Australia and like other places just like reach out to me. It's just like, yeah, it's weird, but it's just like I'm with it, you know what I mean? Like I'm with it.
Totally.
Yeah, it's really weird, but
And I like because I also noticed another strong suit of yours besides like your production, your writing style. It's very different. It's not like, well, to me when I heard Ocean's Deep, it's like, you know, so if someone else did it, like let's say a big artist, whatever. I hate saying big artist, but they would try and, you know, ride the wave of the beat, whereas you're filling in the pockets, and I like that. And you also did that on Saturday. Saturday has a nice bop to it, and you're filling in the pockets. And that's one thing I noticed. I'm like, wow, that sounds different. It sounds really good.
I didn't think of it like that. I just kind of like flowed over it. I thought, yeah. I didn't think of it like that.
Because instead of also like because like your lyrics also they're good lyrics too. So you have a very talented writing as well.
And you're writing according to what you hear musically first. Like you're listening to the music first and then writing.
Yeah. Like I never wrote a song without the instrumental behind it. That I want to do that one day, but I don't think I can because then you would like try to like fit a piece of the puzzle that you can't find.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's just like
And then you're making the beat based off the lyrics, and it's gonna sound a little weird.
It's like it's not. I don't think that's like organic. I respect songwriters out there that can just like get a pen and pad and just go off.
Well, a lot of them are also writing off a count though.
Yeah, it's
like a 4 count.
Yeah, it's so weird, bro. It's so weird. I took a songwriting class in Temple, and
What are you taking at Temple?
Yeah, what do you study, real quick?
Media production.
Okay, that was me.
Yeah. How do you like it?
It's cool, man. I mean, I work for television. It's what I want to do. It's not where I'm working now. Is not my end goal, but I don't know.
He wants to be on Adult Swim.
Yeah.
He will be on Adult
He
Swim.
will be on Adult Swim.
Thank you, and I'm embarrassed, but but no, I liked it, man. As far as my college experience, or as far as where I am now, like it. Honestly, man, and this is no shade to Temple. I love Temple. I've met a lot of my great friends in life at Temple. And college is only going to do so much, man. You just gotta get the internships. You gotta get the internships. You gotta talk to the people. You gotta hand out the business cards, and you gotta do work for free. That's how you get a job. And you know, college is gonna teach you all the basics and stuff. Especially MSP. It's like, what's the theory of media on children? That's not gonna help you get a job. It's not gonna help you.
He was hearing it from me, when he Sheldon would just like text me, just like check up on me, which I appreciate that.
Yeah.
But he was just like, yo, I honestly think I might quit this job because I'm media production, but like you know how they have focus track on on different sections. I chose audio.
Yeah.
And it is super slow. Like it is really slow. Like it's like, bro, all this copy and paste and like
Yeah.
I'm producing songs, you know what I mean? And so it's like it's like
backwards.
Yeah, it's like I'm like going backwards.
I hate that stuff, dude.
It's just like
Nothing.
it infuriates.
You gotta remember, not everyone at the college level. College is standardized.
Yeah.
College is standardized because it has to be, because there's people that just have never even touched an instrument, have touched a vocal, have touched anything, and here you are, you know, living in the fast lane.
Yeah.
Doing it for years.
Well, you already has probably like years experience. But some of these people are like starting fresh off.
He's doing the thing that like everyone needs to do to be successful.
Of course,
you know what I'm saying? Like if you're learning audio stuff for the first time in class like that, like how to like use Audacity and how to use like Ableton and stuff like that, you're getting.
When I came to Temple, I'm like, y'all using Audacity?
You guys are getting beat.
What?
You're getting beat if you don't know what Audacity is and you're in Temple and you're trying to make it in music. You know what I'm saying? So you're doing like the standard, and obviously you're working on top of that. Your work ethic is killer. I understand, but like if you're just learning that, nothing is more frustrating than being in a class where they're teaching something that you already know. So I know the frustration. That's why I didn't go to art school, because I was like, there's no way I'm gonna let someone teach me how to draw. I've been doing it my whole life. You know what I'm saying? So.
That's so subjective too, and like have someone tell you that your art shit. Like, who the fuck are you?
And music can be
the
that way
fact
as
that
well.
he's been doing this since what, 6th grade?
Well, yeah, man. I mean, that's a whole nother barrel. But I understand what you're saying, dude.
It's like I got introduced to Audacity in my sophomore year in high school.
Right.
The same year I started making music. Like it was just like, and I didn't even use it. Like I used it to like record samples real quick, just like to record a clap or something like that. And like I was like, all right, I can see the extent of this program. And when I come to college, they asked me to record in Audacity. I'm like, yeah, what is like?
You have the audacity to ask me to record in Audacity? How dare you?
It's like, yo, and then like people like, and it's like crazy to see like if you're actually like doing this, like if you really want to, if you're really going for it, whatever you do, and you already have those years of like finding everything out on your own, and you're talking to people and you're trying to like build like whatever classmate connections or whatever, and like people love Audacity. I'm like, you know what's out there? Like, like I use I just started using Ableton.
That's the best, huh?
And before I used FL a lot.
Fruity Loops.
Yeah, and like now when I get the money for it, I think I'm gonna go buy Pro Tools, because that's literally industry standard.
Yeah, that's
like,
what I use in my job.
It's like everybody's using it, but it's not. But the thing is, like, when I just got this semester, they're just introducing you to my semester. They're just introducing you to Pro Tools, and I'm like, this is any other DAW. Like,
come on, man.
yeah, it's just like
go.
and it's just like do a soundscape.
Here I go. I'm outside with it.
Soundscape is basically what you might hear in like movies and whatnot, and like if you like close your eyes, like the ambience, the voiceovers, the like cargo back in the background.
Basically,
all that is just like someone sitting behind the desk and putting that in the movie. You know what I mean? So it's just like,
it's a cool idea, but like it's very, very basic. You go out to like a subway with a microphone and you just record the people walking, the train coming by. That's the soundscape. And that's it, you know?
Yeah, like almost like a landscape
Yeah.
sound.
Yeah.
It's cool.
I think it was like background noise.
That's exactly what it is, yeah.
Like my final assignment was making a story with the soundscape.
Is this intro to Media Tech? Is that what this is?
Media, or just audio for media.
Okay.
Audio for media. So
sounds very
I was just like I was so bored in those classes that I was just like while everyone was
he's reliving that
so much. While everyone was going to do like their projects in like the booth, I would be like sitting there on my phone, and like while he was just sitting there, like, you gonna do anything today? I'm like, yeah. Check out my track. Tell me about my mixing. like, talk to me about my mixing. Like, tell me something about my mixing. And he'd be like, oh, okay. And like he would hear it, and he'd be like, huh, you're too advanced for this class. I'm like, yeah. I'll just be like, yeah, I am. And he was just like, all right, well, for you to do something, because like literally every day that the project was due, I would do like 30 minutes before, and like hand it in. He was like, oh, 90. And I was just like, all right, but like he didn't give me like, I understand not giving me 100% because it's just like egos and whatnot, but it was just like, oh, this is a 90. you can choose to redo it or not. It depends on you. It's a whatever, man. You passed it.
Yeah.
And it was just like, I was just like, all right, so talk to me about my mix. Like, I even showed him like tracks from like EMP and all that stuff. I was just like, yeah, what do you think about this? And he was like, oh, maybe this needs a little bit more headroom, blah blah blah. And I was just like, all right, do you suggest any like what plugins can I like stuff like that? And like those conversations with my professor literally allowed me to get this album or EMP.
So you have a very good relationship with this guy.
Yeah, I wouldn't say like it's a good relationship, but like I called him at a concert. I was just like, yo, you're my professor. And he was like, oh yeah, you're my student.
Sounds like a sitcom.
He was just like, yeah, you're my student.
He was like, you're that guy.
Yeah. It was just like, this guy from the UK came to Philly. His name is Jordan Rakai. He's like a R&B, neo soul artist, and
I think I have him on my phone.
yeah, you need to be on him, bro. I'm telling you, like everybody need to be on him. Like once you listen to his music, you'll be like, damn, like it's really good.
What genre are we in?
This kind of like it crosses to
What's his name again?
Jordan Rakai, R-A-K.
No, I didn't have him. I thought
E-I or I-E?
I thought I did.
Might be one of them. But like when I first listened to him, like I repeated his album like a couple hundred times because it was that good. And when he like him performing live was like probably one of the best concerts like I've ever been to. And like he was there, and it was like like the first thing he said was like, oh, you would be here. like and I was just like, yeah, like, and he was just like, wow, it makes sense now. And then like building that relationship,
That's a bop,
All
though.
the
it is a bop.
That's a bop.
Throw it on.
And I know exactly what you're talking about because I did listen to that album because I remember you sent it to me a while ago.
You know what I'm talking
I
about?
know exactly
Yeah.
where he's sitting on the side street, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like the album cover?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like he was and like the song Saturday Night, and like it's like if you ever listen to that song Saturday Night, it's kind of like that type of R&B,
Mhm.
lot of live instrumentation.
Smooth.
It's really like really smooth music. It's just like, and yeah, building that relationship with my professor, like he was just like giving me keys, like giving me like what can I do to like mix and like and whatnot, just better mixing. And I'm like hoping like, yo, maybe this relationship will like land me into some type of internship or something like that. But like he directed me to Bell Tower Records.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Who's the guy that runs that? Old man.
Yeah.
Really, really, really hard guy, but
Yeah.
funny.
I know exactly what you're
Yeah.
talking about.
He
but I-
talks like this.
Yeah.
It's really cool to be. Yeah. Oh man, I used to do the practicum for them. I love Bell Tower.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah, they're trying to get me to do a project with them. I don't know what's going on with that, but they want me to do it.
Aaron Levitz.
Yeah.
That's his name.
Him. I met him. He introduced me to him, and he's like, "Yeah, one of my A&Rs is getting in contact with you, and to do a project for the summer or something like that." And like, I don't know if it's actually gonna happen because I'm supposed to be down there Thursday,
Mhm.
but I'm not gonna sign any papers unless I meet somebody. You know what I mean? Like, I need to see what's going on, but it's just like connections and just talking to people got me through the semester, even though this was my worst semester of my life.
What year are you, man?
This was going on to my like third year.
Okay.
Yeah. So this was the worst semester of my life, bro.
Why is that?
Because I was borderline about to just drop everything and quit. And like that mood, like, because being me, being who I am, like I need, if I'm waking up, if I realize the cycle that I'm in, I get really depressed. Like I get super depressed, bro.
Mhm.
Like realizing that I'm in this cycle, waking up, going to this BS class, coming back, doing whatever.
I'm currently in that.
It's just like when you realize that, it's just like it puts you in a different like mindset. Like you don't even want to do it anymore because like I'm gonna be honest, I did probably bare minimum everything.
Mhm.
Like everything was like bare minimum. Like every time I go out, I'm not coming home with something,
Yeah.
and that's a real problem with me. That's a real problem. So it's just like it was like the worst. It was like literally like the worst semester ever. Really like worst time of my life, I can really say, because it's just like, yo, it's just like every day that I go out here and I see all the familiar faces, I talk to anybody who can like point me in the right direction, and it's not leading to something, you know what I mean? And it's just like, you know, like going through that process of just even still getting up to go to a class that you know you're not gonna use, and you start thinking about all that stuff. You know what I mean? It's just like,
again, not to diss MSP, but there's a lot of classes like that where it's just like you have to write about theories and stuff, and it's cool to know like what you're doing and the significance of it. But if it's not gonna help you get a job, like that's the whole point of college. Especially, I feel your pain because you're a creative type. So when you are spending your time doing stuff that you feel is a neglect of your time, it frustrates you. Like I have a ton of ideas, right? And it's just like I have to spend so much time on classes that by the time my ideas come around, it's going to be awful. And it just gets worse when you graduate because you get a job and now you have even less time. So I was just like you, man. When I got to junior year, I was like, I see why people drop out.
Yeah.
And I think the only reason I didn't drop out is because I imagined like what my mom's face would look like if I told her like, Mom, I'm not doing school anymore.
I already knew I was gonna get kicked out. Like that was like thing. That was like that whole time, spring semester. That whole time, I was just like, yo, I know I don't want to do this anymore. Like I know I don't.
Right.
And you especially come from a very cultural household, whereas
Haitian household. I'm already doing
they
something.
They came over here to give you the opportunity, so that's how they're gonna look at it.
I'm already in a field that they don't appreciate. You know what I mean?
They
like,
don't understand for
they
sure.
Don't understand. Like coming from Haiti, you're either an engineer, doctor, or a mechanic. That's the only three options you got. So I'm like, I'm saying my brother, he got away with his major. He's doing business management because it's business. I'm completely left field. I'm literally the black sheep of my family, bro. I'm the creative one. I'm the one that's always going out. Not going out, but like I'm the one whose mind is always over here while everybody's over here. You know what I mean?
Daydreaming.
Yeah, like I always get called out when I was a kid, like, Shad, what are you doing? And I was just like, wake up, like, oh, nothing. I'm just here. Like, and like my mom would think I was high or something like that. Like I didn't smoke, but I was just like, yo, I'm bored. Like, you know what I mean?
Like, man, I
got you, man.
So it's just like being in school, college, it's just like, all right, I can stay here and do what I got to do to get a degree to prove that I've done something, or I can leave and do it on my own. But if I'm doing it on my own, I know I'm going to be homeless. So it's just like, those were my two options. And I know my mom, I know I might be like talking to the extreme, but I know I'm in a household where I can't sit at home and do nothing. You know what I mean? Like it's either one or two. Like you either doing something, and if you want to do something that you don't, that is not in the house rules, you gotta get out of here. You know what I mean? Like you gotta get out of here. So it's just like, not to like down my mom, but because like she raised me really well. But it's just like, I know what my two options are, because I can't work at home. I can't be creative at my house.
Dude, I get you.
It's just like, three siblings, mom's there, stepdad's there, and how my house is set up, I live in sort of like an attic, but I have no door, so it's like you can just walk up the stairs.
Yeah, I mean, it's a very similar situation.
Yeah, you just walk up the stairs and like you're in my room. This is my room. So I can't produce, I can't sing, just too much noise.
Right. Next thing you know, take out the trash. You have to take out the trash and clean the litter box. And that's part of the reason why I moved out. I mean, I love my parents' house. We're doing the podcast here, but to do all my other stuff, you know, I had to move out.
Yeah, it's just like being who I am, and I literally bought like my mics, the interface, and all that stuff, and I'm in my parents' house, and like literally the only time when I could create was when my brother was out working, and I would just use his room. I'll take my stuff in his room and like close the door, even though it's on the same level like as the house. I'm on the upper floor of the house.
Cut some noise.
Yeah, it cuts at least a little bit of noise that I can like record something or like produce something. So like, I love my parents. Like, even though she wouldn't force me to like leave, it's just I can't stay there. You know what I mean? Like I can't be who I am and stay there. Like I would have to leave. You know what I mean? Because like being at my apartment, I could be as creative as I
Yeah,
want.
man.
I can stay up until 3-5 a.m. and not bother anybody.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But being at home, it's like I'm in my bed with my headphones and my phone,
Yeah.
and that's
you gotta be
as-
to yourself.
Yeah, and that's
Yeah.
as much as I'm gonna personal time I'm gonna get. You know what I mean? So
It's a
just like,
struggle, man. I was where you're at. I don't understand necessarily exactly how you're feeling, but I'm not saying it gets easier, but it gets better. And it all depends on the route you want to take. Like, look, and this is a broad spectrum for everybody who's dealing with this. The
Yeah.
degree is cool, because if you get out there into the real world and you want to work for a corporation will take you up because you have the degree, or you're a likely candidate, as opposed to somebody that doesn't have a degree. If you guys both have the same level of skill, they take the one with the degree.
You at
So-
least show that you can do work.
Finish something.
Yeah,
finish
exactly.
something.
You can start and finish.
But
it.
yeah, in the media industry, man, it's different from being in the medical community, or or the community that you're a part of, because if you have the skills to pay the bills, you will get hired. They don't usually look for a degree for somebody who's a producer or somebody's in media. So for people like us, it's very, very tempting to like just neglect school and be like, yeah. So, but that all comes up to personal judgment. I picked the path of school, man, because I wanted to be safe. And that's literally what it came down to. Like, I believe in my ability, but I wanted to be safe too. It wasn't easy.
Yeah.
And sometimes I think about it like, man, I spent so much of my life in school, even though I have a 4-year degree. But, it all comes down to what you want to do. And you can do it, man. I'm telling you, man. MSP is not that hard of a degree. You're right. It's time consuming. But if you can chop it up and still get your stuff done, I mean, you're just going to be running around, dude.
Yeah, I just like after the semester was over and and you actually have time to like sit down and like reflect.
Yeah.
Like, when I like sat down and like reflect, I'm like, yo, this was horrible. I've never done this bad in my life.
Yeah.
Like, I was just like, this is bad. Like, and I sat back and thought like, yo, what type of mind state was I in that this happened? Like,
Right.
you know what I mean? Like, even though I did get stuff done musically that I like, all my little milestones that I wanted to do, I got this stuff done, but like education wise, it's just like, bro, what are you gonna do? And I was looking into other colleges and whatnot, but then like it was like kind of like, yo, since I did I did TUTV, right?
Yeah.
So I did the
What show, if you don't mind me asking?
The Vibe.
Okay,
So, like,
that's
the
a great one,
So
yeah.
like the hip hop show, like I became a producer for that.
I did Jib Camera for them one time. They're cool.
Yeah, they're awesome people, and like being there, and like seeing how many people I met and whatnot. Like I met people like Chill Moody. I met someone who used to rap off like 106 and like all that stuff. Like I'm like, yo, all right. So I'm not here for the classes. I have to be here for the people. Like I have to
You
decide.
gotta build relationships,
Yeah, like I
man,
have
bro.
to be here for the people. Like to connect with people, and that has to be the most important thing. That has to be like the thing that keeps me going. Because like if I go out to another class and come back with nothing, at least I might meet someone in that class.
Yeah.
That does something. You know what I mean? So like that's the only thing that's really like keeping me going.
Yeah, that's what happened to me, man. Like, I got my 4-year degree, and then I was having a hard time getting a job.
I remember that.
I was having hard because I was still at GameStop for a while,
yeah.
and then it got to the final month of like you get that 6-month leeway before your loans kick in. I just applied to this place. I go to the place for the interview, open the door, walk in, and it's a girl I had class with who was doing my interview. So I got hired on the spot because I established a relationship.
Dope.
Just network in college. That's what college is for. Just
Yeah.
if you see someone and they're doing something, like even if they're like outside like making music, something, it's like, oh, that sounds dope. Just like give them like, oh, that sounds cool, and like something like that, or just build something because
it's really, for a creative, it's really grueling to like go through cycles.
it feels like you're suppressing yourself.
Yeah, it just really feels like you're on a leash and like waking up to whatever ceiling that you look like. I got a concrete ceiling, so it's not really a pretty sight. You know what I mean? I got a concrete ceiling, and like
You staying there for the summer?
I'm moving out next month, and I'm like trying to find another place.
Okay.
But it's just like my apartment was crappy. It wasn't that great. Like I had problems moving in when I was just getting to Temple. Like I had problems moving in. It was the last thing that I can find. Way too damn expensive.
Yeah.
But I had to get the lease.
Yeah, your place.
Yeah, like
Your place is expensive.
had to get
When
the
I was
lease.
at Temple?
Was it the second one with Jake, or was it the one before that? I'm thinking Gus.
Yeah. I was Gucci. I was very blessed. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No,
Sorry.
it was Gus, our boy Gus. Yeah,
Like,
expensive
yeah.
place.
But like I learned to like deal with like the environment. Like Philly's like my home, but it's just like the place that I was at. It was like it didn't brighten my day when I walked in. You know what I mean? It didn't brighten my day. There was nothing. Like my uncle, he got back from like jail a couple years ago, and he like looked in my apartment, and he literally like took steps, and he was just like, yo, this is smaller than a cell. Like,
Really, he said that to you?
Yeah, he was like, yo, nephew, this is smaller than a cell.
Dude.
I'm like, damn, like,
Shit.
damn, like,
Yeah.
and I was just like, you know, it is what it is, like, but being there, it was like a little readjusting that it did, even though like, I'm not used to having like big spaces and whatnot throughout my life, but being there, like, literally, here's the bed, here's the bathroom, here's my laptop. It was just like, it literally kept, and you go to class and come back, and you're in this small confined space, and like you could walk outside and whatnot, but being who I, like, the mindset I was in, like, I didn't know many people and whatnot. I didn't talk to many people because I just wasn't in the mood.
Yeah.
You know, like, I just really was not in the mood. It was just like, come in, get out, like, stay off the streets, because that would get to you. I almost got, like, robbed a couple times. It was just like,
Where are you in, man? You don't have to get too specific. But
I
where are you at?
was Cecil B. and Broad.
Oh,
Like,
wow, okay.
Yeah, like
You almost got mugged?
No, is that where your apartment's at?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Like, I was with my cousin. He was visiting me. And he was just like, bro, I'm hungry. Let's go to City View. I'm like, get some pizza.
I was more of a Philly style type of guy. But
Yeah.
Philly style always.
so good. Sweet sauce.
Where's Philly style?
Buffalo
I
chicken.
keep on hearing about Philly style.
Philly
Where?
style. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's where the frat place used to be. The
Yeah,
frat restaurant.
Sammy.
Oh.
Sammy used to be
Yeah.
under there.
That frat place.
Yeah.
Oh,
but
Munchies. We got Munchies. That's what it used to be called.
Oh,
The
yeah.
one next to we call.
It's not
we
there
got
anymore.
Munchies.
It's like a
No.
pub place now.
Got ended. That place was
Right.
amazing.
Is it?
But yeah, the pizza place next to where we got Munchies previously that's Philly style.
The sweetest sauce. The guy told me, I think it was Brian.
Is it better than Diamond Pizza though?
It's one of my favorite pizzas, and I'm
Diamond.
biased because I, ate it all of college, but it's fucking
Yeah, you
amazing.
get the buffalo chicken there. Can't go back.
Diamond Pizza.
Yeah, there's-
is crack.
There's this guy there's a guy that worked at Philly Style, and I got to talking to him, and he said that they make their sauce with honey. They dip honey into their sauce, and that's why it's.
Oh, that's good.
I gotta go there.
Yeah, gotta be
Nice.
my Winnie the Pooh vibes.
Yeah.
What were you saying though, man? I'm sorry.
oh,
Your cousin wanted to get pizza, right?
Oh yeah. So we were coming out the apartment, and like I just bought like some like new clothes and whatnot. So like just literally the chain I was wearing right now. I had like my jacket.
I'm not gonna like this story.
Like my jacket was there, and like the chain was like there, and I'm like, it's a nice chain. I was like, I'll wear it, but like I forgot where I was. Even though I grew up in Northeast, like I never went out with like watches and whatnot. Being out in Ben Selma, I got way too comfortable. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like, so like I came out with like the chain in the middle and all that stuff, and I was just like going out with him because like my whole family dresses nice. You know what I mean? Like, it's like a competition. Like you gotta dress nice. You know what I mean? So like my whole
You
family,
and Rashid always going back and forth.
yeah, always. Me and my brother go back and forth. Even with my cousins, just like, yeah, we all gotta dress nice. Like we were taught that way. So like I was going out with like the chain and whatnot, and going to on our way back to the apartment. Like I'm still very, being from where I was born at. I'm still very aware of my environment. Even though I got a little bit comfortable, I'm still very aware. So like I caught this guy. It's about like these two guys that were just in the, you know how Philly people, they just be on corners and whatnot.
Hanging out.
Just outside.
They're just
outside.
outside, just
Yeah.
hanging out. So just like, as we walk by, like I hear him like, "Yo, I like his chain." I'm like, "Bet." I was like, all
Ready
right,
to run.
it's go time. And I was just like, we didn't run or anything like that, but like as soon like I caught the I looked in the mirror, like the store mirror, and seen him walking. I was just like, all right, I know what time it is. And I was just like, and I just like nudged my cousin. I'm like, yo, two guys are behind us. Gotta get into the security, like Temple Police just went to this shop. Let's go here. let's hang out, sit there for a while until they bug out.
Smooth.
Yeah, so it's just like not giving attention, because if we start running, they might start running.
Yeah.
Like all the attention is just like unneeded. So just like, all right, let's walk. He was like, oh, word. I was like, yeah. I was just
What
like,
time?
yeah.
What time of day was this?
It was like literally, it was like 11 at night.
Oh,
so,
you would have got
so,
to the situation.
Yeah,
for sure.
like so it would have been a whole situation.
Wait 2 more hours. It's 100% the situation.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Temple stuff gets crazy, man.
But it was like around the time there was break too, so like there's not a lot of people.
Not many people out there.
Not a lot of people out there. So like, thank God, Temple security just went inside to grab a bite of pizza, and I was just like, yo, we can go in here. Sat down and act like we getting something, whatever.
Right.
And then like waited a couple minutes, see them walk by. They like when they walked by, they were looking at us, and I was just like, yeah. I was just like, yeah, you right there. Like, what's up? Like, I was just like giving them a nod. I was just like,
yeah,
I see you. Like, I peep game.
Just
like,
nonverbal.
Yeah, like
that's awesome.
Like I peep game, and like it was just like did whatever he did. He just walked off, waited a couple minutes. And I went outside, peeked outside, just, went back to my apartment, because my apartment was literally around the corner. And I was just like, we're almost there. We're almost there.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I got way too comfortable down there. That checked me. I was just like, even though nothing happened, I was just like, and I looked at myself, I was like, damn, you got soft boy. Like you forgot where he was.
Well,
so.
man, in college, you're just having fun, dude.
Yeah.
It's just like, you don't want to be worried about that kind of stuff, but it happens. I had a friend who, he said he was robbed. This is kind of a funny story. He was like, man, like, he's like, it's tough out here. He's like, I got mugged by a little kid. I was like, really? He was like, yeah, like, he's like, an 11-year-old came around the block. He was like, I was out on my porch with my friends, and he just took a gun out of his pocket and told me to give him like $20. And I was like, what kind of gun did he have, right? So he starts describing. He's like, he's like, it was a handgun, but it had like a really long barrel. And I was like, a Luger? I was like, this kid have like a World War II gun? And then he goes, you know what? I was pretty high. The gun was probably fake. So I was like, bro. I was like, you just get robbed with the toy gun?
Yeah, but still in that moment, you're like damn.
You don't really like.
You don't want to guess.
That's such a kid thing though. Give me $20.
Yeah,
Give me all your money. Give me cheese. Give me everything.
He asked for like a little
give
bit of money.
$20. Then you get an ice cream at the store.
But exactly, you're right, Sheldon. If it's dark outside, I'm not asking, is that gun real?
Yeah.
That's not my first question.
Yeah.
No.
Side story. I don't know if you remember this, but this happened a couple years ago with someone that we know. I don't want to say the name.
Yeah, go
out
ahead.
there.
Call me.
Someone that we know.
Anybody.
They were with their girl, their friend, and that person's girl, and they were at Snyder, right?
Mm-hmm.
I forget what they were doing, and some guy came up to the car and had a gun and was like, yo, give me like everything you guys got on you. So the girls were freaking out,
Yeah.
and the kid wasn't doing it, so the dude pistol whipped him, right?
What?
This is how that dude fucked up. He pistol whipped him, right? Hit our friend in the head. He was bleeding, then he was like, that's a plastic gun. He was like, as soon as he got hit, because you can, like, you know what I'm saying? If it's a metal gun, like, you're almost knocked out.
Yeah.
So he got hit, and then, it cut him open a little bit, and then he's like, got out the car, he's like, motherfucker, you just hit me with a BB gun? And then the dude just started taking off.
Oh,
He just
man. I'll be
Yeah.
heated. That's amazing.
Yeah, I'll tell you off air.
All right.
Crazy.
But I remember when he told me that when we were in school, he said, bro, I was shitting my pants. He said, and then he hit me over the head with it, and then I heard it like crack a little bit, and then I felt my head. I'm like, that's fake.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was like,
you not at least cut after getting pistol whipped or something.
but,
It's just like,
and I said to him, I
It makes
said,
like a squeaky sound.
I said to him, I said, bro, he would have had my wallet and been gone before I let him hit me with that. Even if it was fake, I'm just saying, as soon as I see that, because he said it was dark, you can't tell.
Yeah,
You don't. It's like, do you even want to take that chance?
Yeah,
Dude,
man.
why?
Yeah,
Stuff
exactly.
is
So it's like-
replaceable, man. Stuff is replaceable.
yeah, I'm not finna fight over. I'm not about to risk my cousin's life over this watch or change. You know what I'm saying? I seen people get robbed. Like I seen people get shot and killed. Like I'm
Sucks,
not
man.
playing with that.
Yeah, I saw this video,
That
this
sucks.
Instagram video the other day. My friend showed it to me of this guy. He's getting interviewed because someone tried to rob his Louis Vuitton bag, and he like wouldn't fucking let go of it. He was at gunpoint, and he started beating the dude, and he eventually got him to run away.
Wow.
And they're like, "Would you do it again?" He was just like, "Oh yeah, like no one's getting my Louis Vuitton bag. It's the pride from my cold dead hand."
Come
So
on,
we're
bro.
like, "Holy shit!"
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
it's just like if stuff is like really valuable. I think the thing that I would fight for would be my wallet, since it was my dad's and it passed. And it has like his picture in there, and like one of the only pictures I have.
That's something I'd fight for.
Yeah, like that's the type of time. But if it's just like a little watch,
Yeah.
or it's just like a chain or whatever like that. If like the chain is not like really sentimental, if I bought it like last week, then I'm like, all right, bro.
But what if you
like,
really
you
like
gotta
that
go.
chain? What if it's a really good one? I don't know what makes a good chain, but
I think it's usually the first one you buy because it's with your own money.
sentimental. Yeah.
Is
Has
it?
a nice
Okay.
feel to
Your
it.
grandma gives it to you or something? Like that's
I had
cool.
something
Yeah.
like that,
Like-
but then it broke.
That
But
sucks, man.
I had it for like 7 years.
Bro, just stuff like that. I hold I hold on to like it's like precious to me. Like if someone takes my wallet, I'm fighting for that.
Yeah,
like
that was-
I'm fighting for that.
I remember I don't want to say I was one of the first ones to have it, but the Apple Watch when it came out, I remember getting it very close when it came out. And I remember I was visiting Gus a couple times, walking, and he was on 18th Montgomery.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying that's like the hardest street.
No.
I'm not saying it's also not the softest street.
Yeah.
Because you got Diamond Pizza around the corner, and once you go 2 corners past that,
Yeah.
anyone's game.
You're in there.
you're in the wildlands
Thick of it.
a little bit. I remember someone was like looking at my wrist. I'm like, why did I wear this out?
Yo.
Because that was
For real,
it cost
for
me
real.
$400. I was
Yeah.
like, why am I wearing
It's
this?
just like for real, like that saying is like the hood is a block away, like
Yeah.
you know what I mean.
I don't
Like,
even
the hood is
take
like-
my phone out on
it's a
the
block
subway.
Away. It's just like you gotta be aware.
The city's dangerous, man. My strategy has always been, and I never got messed with by any people, fortunately. The only bad experiences I've had in Philadelphia is dogs, and that's a completely different story. But like,
I got chased by a couple, bro.
yeah, dude, I don't vibe with. I don't
You
like
like
dogs,
dogs?
man. I have problems, but
Interesting.
not with all, but I don't know. But
Over
my
aggressive dogs.
yeah, man, like I get really scared around dogs. Like that's just because of like the times I've been chased and stuff. Honestly, I could fill this podcast with 1,000
And
stories.
they have more energy than you.
Right? No,
when
they
you're
do.
tired, guess what? They're
They
not.
not tired.
They're not tired.
This is
They're
what
not tired.
that's what I was getting at. I feel like with adults, like as soon as I make a point to acknowledge someone's presence, like I'm like, "What's good, man? What's up?" You know what I'm saying? And they go, "What's up?" back. I'm like, at least this person knows that I know they're there. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But
Yeah.
with kids, see at Temple, like that's the thing you gotta look out for. Did you hear about like those band of kids? Like sometimes it's just like
Knockout.
traveling
With the
groups
brick,
of kids
the brick.
with bricks. They stole somebody we know's food outside. One of the RAs. I'm not sure if you ever heard a story about that.
No.
I'll tell you off air. But like,
Okay.
these kids ambushed this guy with his food and stole his food,
They
bro.
got robbed with a brick.
Listen, man. This is,
They hit him with the brick?
no.
Just like, yo, what's up?
This story is different, man. This poor guy,
Okay.
we both know him.
Okay.
It was in December, and it was a bunch of these kids. You know, like these really like rambunctious, like Philly school kids that just don't
Yeah.
care. They're just like, oh, they're just screaming
Suck,
and all
nigga.
that. Yeah, dude, just yelling at people.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. Just disrespectful.
You mean-
They went up to this. They went up to this guy. He was coming back with a white one of those food boxes. It's obviously a food box. You know what I'm
Styrofoam
saying?
box.
Yeah. One of those ones that you can tell, like it has like something in it. And they're just like, yo, share some of that with us. And he's just obviously no. Like he's walking back to his apartment. They start making snowballs and throwing snowballs at him.
Yeah.
man.
Wait, you just
It's
dropped
messed
the
up. I
food?
shouldn't even laugh, but
You
it
just
was.
dropped the food and ran?
Dude, I think so. He just like gave it to him and ran. There was just too many of them, and they were just throwing stuff at him.
Yeah,
like you
but-
gotta look out at Temple for like the kids, man. And that sounds weird.
It's not even that.
kids, the
Not even that.
kids.
We both work around Old City because there's 2 high schools, but there's 2 schools there.
Yeah.
So whenever I'm out, like especially because I take the train, so I'm by myself almost every morning, every evening. So I always see the kids in the morning, and I always pause my music because they're always loud, obnoxious. And, someone's trying to get up to me, and they're like, excuse me, they're like, don't touch me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They have
It's like-
that young,
it's like-
dumb Philly attitude.
It's just like,
And I'm like, all right, one of these times something's gonna pop off, and I'm
Right.
gonna be right here.
Mhm.
to see it.
yeah.
And then you can't. It's like one of those weird ones where you want to step in and help, but next you know you got 5 knuckleheads start beating up on you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And now we're at a point where we're all in our 20s. We don't recover and heal as fast as we used to.
Not only that, but I'm not about to be 25 fighting a 14-year-old.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the worst
Yeah.
part
Right,
about
and
that.
then you get to work, and then you're feeling a little sore, and you're like, man, what school he go to? Next you're waiting outside trying to beat some 15-year-old's ass.
you get ganged up on with a bunch of kids like his stepbrothers.
Dude,
Make
I
a
said,
dog poop.
I said this to my boy. I said, if I ever walk past a group of kids and I get chosen to be the target for knockout, I swear to God,
Yo, that's
they
an
won't knock
old
me out, but
school
I will.
Game. Knockout is an
I will.
old school game.
Because I remember
bro.
that was a
That was
bad
a
thing
thing.
going on. Like, while we were in college, that was, like, currently going on. I said, if I ever, like, some kid would hit me, I don't think someone could...
Knockouts been going on for a while.
Yeah, but it got more prevalent with social media.
Yeah.
See, I don't want to say that, you know, if I don't see it coming, it wouldn't knock me out. But if I always get that sense of edge when I'm around groups of young kids, because they always do something stupid.
Yeah, my cousin told me a story. His friend lived in the city, and he was just going to his door, and these 3 kids had been following him. They must have been like 12 to 14, I'd say. And when he gets to his door, like, he turns around, they're just like, you know, give me your wallet, give me all your stuff. And he was like, yeah, my friend just fucking started beating the shit out of him. He just started hitting him. He was like, fuck it, like, you're robbing me, like, I'm gonna beat you when you're an adult.
Yeah,
like, crazy.
And everybody reacts differently in the moment. Like, some people freeze up, some people they're it's the fight or flight, man. Like I said, my strategy, which has always worked, if I saw a bunch of kids like that, first thing I'm saying is, what's up, guys? What's going on?
Yeah, you gotta acknowledge.
You acknowledge them, because if you walk by and pretend you don't see them, then they think they're sneaky. They're like, look at this guy, man, we're gonna get the jump on him.
And then that's when they
as
start
soon as you
clowning.
go, what's good, man? Like, they're just like, oh, what's up, you know?
Yeah.
That's the strategy.
Another thing that I try to do, like, not even with just kids, but just groups in general, is just like, either that you acknowledge that they're there, or if you come off friendly, they're most likely to reciprocate that friendliness back. Or like something like
sometimes you get those rambunctious ones that just like
people could just be really mean, but
man.
Like,
some of these kids just want to square up. It's the weirdest thing. I've never seen that before.
Yo, being a kid in the city, a lot of kids are just angry, man.
Right. Yeah.
A lot of kids are just really angry.
That's so real.
Philly schools aren't that great. Like,
not that
not great. They're terrible.
They're terrible.
Yeah.
Like,
a lot of them too.
Yeah, a lot of them are.
They're closing down.
You got kids that haven't like been in school for like a couple months because one of their schools got shut down.
Yeah.
And like,
we had a Philly teacher on, I don't know, like 10 episodes ago, and she was just talking about how terrible those schools are, how difficult it is to teach those kids. You know, most of them have problems going on at home. They don't even want to be in the classroom because they have to think about everything that's going on at home.
If you try to teach your kids, you get one of those kids that are like, you know,
the
funny guy.
There's those guys. There's ones that try to start fights in the classroom. They're, you know, sometimes they straight up are like, we're not going to listen to you. You know, you're nothing. Like, and that she tells a story where they made her cry basically in the classroom. Then she came back the next day, and they were like, "Oh, all right, like, you know, like, we didn't think you'd come back." And then after that, they kind of fell in line and were working.
It's like a respect thing.
Yeah, I guess, but
it's
still,
weird.
like, it's crazy.
It's weird, but
it's weird.
But like at the same time, like, I kind of understand it. It's just that it's like being a kid that comes from that area, like. School is low key like the place where you can kind of escape your home life
and hang out safely.
Like, it's kind of the place where you. It's like where you know that you're safe. Like, you know that if you go there, like, this is you know, neutral territory. Like, anybody can come up in here. You know what I mean? And like, and it just sucks because all the cutting of like athletics, arts, and all these other things that kids should be into, and
they don't have the opportunity.
So it's just like, what's left? The streets. There's just like, there's nothing left but that. Like, I know like I seen too many kids, because my mom, she owns a daycare back in Philly. Like, I seen way too many kids in just really just messed up situations. Like, parents, you can tell they're on drugs. Like, you can just tell. Like, it's really like. And all they want to do, if you sit down a troublesome kid and just talk to them, they're most likely the sweetest guys ever. Yeah. They just like want someone that they can relate to, and I think that's what a lot of kids are just missing from teachers and whatnot. Because like a lot of teachers that go to teach in Philadelphia don't look like the kids. You know what I mean?
Don't look at the kids and just want that as a resume builder.
Yeah, they just go in there.
There's a lot of that. I talk to
because they go to the suburbs.
Well, yeah, I talk to a lot. You know, no fault to them. I mean, it's just the way the game works in their field. You know, and it's shitty to say, but most of them don't want to work in the city long term. They're like, this is horrible. We get treated like shit. The school district doesn't respect us. The kids sure as hell don't respect us. They're fucking mean. They throw shit at us. They start fights in class. They do all this stuff. Meanwhile, I barely get paid. You know, like, I don't get paid nearly enough to do this shit, and this is just a resume builder, so I can get into the suburbs.
It's a double
Right.
So like once I leave, like I'm really out. Like
Which is sad because
you know?
I mean the suburb kids aren't the ones that really need the education. Like there's plenty of people
They gotta,
that are going to be going to the suburbs to teach classes.
Yeah,
Honestly, suburb kids
that-
have more
what's that
problems
one-
than the city kids.
What's that one high
Different
school?
problems.
Different problems.
Council Rock.
Council Rock.
South
There's
or
north-
whatever,
north and
or
south.
north,
Yeah, there's
north
two.
and south, whatever, nice looking campus looking one.
So,
Yeah.
South,
Yeah.
South.
bro,
yeah.
bro.
We used to run against them in track, and like
Yo,
their
when I
uniforms would
ran
be
against them
awesome.
in track, I'm like, yo, this is a high school.
Yeah, it was
I
a college
like-
campus.
I was like, what?
Meanwhile, our uniforms didn't fit. Like the Ben Salem ones
Yeah.
were just like. I was like, bro, I'm wearing too
Yeah,
small.
but no, it's funny though.
We might even
We
else.
smoked them every time though.
We,
I was like,
We
did.
smoked them every time.
Yeah, man.
Damn, y'all privileged. I was just like,
Yeah, their soccer
Yeah,
teams
they-
are good though. They had a nice
man.
Yeah,
Their athletics are good, man.
Yeah.
But
because
They
they got
got-
the resources.
they like their high schools literally look like some Disney stuff, and I'm like,
Especially
Right.
South.
it looks like the set of
Yeah.
High School Musical.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying.
Did you go to?
I went to Upper Moreland for like the first 10 till
So you're in the
10th grade.
Montgomery County area.
Yeah, then I went to
Yeah.
Abington for the last 2 years.
Council Rock South is the first high school
Oh, I know
ever-
Council Rock South. I played sports.
Yeah, first high school I ever seen have a jumbotron
Yeah, they were-
in a high school
Yeah, they're
gym,
I was,
they're,
hanging above the court.
bro,
I've never
I
seen that
was
before.
so
They're,
shocked.
they had turf fields before anyone had
was
turf
like-
Yeah,
fields.
yeah.
They
Yo,
had
I was like, yo, they got automatic.
They had, like, locker
doors.
rooms.
Yeah.
they
Yeah,
had like legit fucking locker
Like,
rooms.
they got-
yeah, locker room or towel service.
They,
Yeah.
they doors slide open.
Yeah,
Whole another world.
yeah,
Damn.
yeah. That place is nice,
Well,
but
yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. Ben Salem High School is actually on the up and up because we're going to be the first, I think, eco-friendly school
Yeah.
in
Does
the
that make
state.
up and up in some people's eyes, but not like
Well, up and up in terms as I think we're. So one, we had the nicest. We still have the nicest gym in the state. It's
nicer
like
than
one of
Council
the.
Rock South.
Gyms.
Yeah, the gym was
Yeah,
really.
this one's-
this one's
the
pretty
new
nice.
gym.
Yeah,
the new
everyone's
gym.
kind of like
You went to
John's.
Bentown?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
No,
the new
man,
gym.
This is the gym.
Yeah, because the new gym. That's where the states was held there for basketball.
Really?
When it opened. Yeah.
Okay.
And now the school's changing. I was in there. I dropped my sister's like lunch on. She forgot, and I dropped it off. I went to school. I was like,
This is new.
"No, yeah, dude, where the
Yeah,
cafeteria
where's
was?
that? Yeah,
The
that's
cafeteria is no
old.
longer the
Oh,
cafeteria.
yeah.
The library is now the cafeteria,
I need to check
Yeah,
it out.
I was like,
and it's 2 floors.
I haven't been
Yeah.
there since I graduated,
Yo,
man.
I walked in there probably like two years ago for transcripts, like getting
Mhm.
like transcripts and whatnot sent out, and like even though it wasn't like fully developed, like we were just walking around. I'm like, yo, this is a new place.
It looks it looks like Council Rock South.
I was just like, yo, I've only
It's
been
well
out here
lit.
for like a year. Like,
Yeah.
this is a new place.
We've
Like,
been out for.
and then they got like
2012.
they got like
Class of
dance
2012.
studios now. In
Exactly,
Bethel.
they have production studios in there.
They got studios in there.
Well, yeah, they did the new
No, I'm not
TV.
talking about the
Oh, you're
OTN.
not talking about OTN?
like dance. They got like a dance. They got like a dance studio.
Mhm.
And I'm like, yo,
Man, when I
y'all
went there,
are
yo,
new
That's
out
what I'm
here.
saying. Like when
Yo,
we went
rest
there,
the bubble.
when me and him went there, I'm not sure if it's like that in Ben Salem High School with your experience, but everybody thought they were hood. Like, I'm the farthest thing
Yeah,
from
there
hood that
was
you could
a couple
possibly be.
people There, yeah, there
But
was a
people,
couple people out
but
there.
people there thought they were like really tough.
People thought
They
they had
did.
it. People thought they had it rough. Like
Yeah.
damn,
and I know,
look
and
at
we
my
knew where a
son.
lot of these people
I
lived
gotta
too.
mow the lawn. I was just
Well,
like,
everyone wants a come up story.
See, but
Yeah, yeah,
we also
yeah,
got to say
that's true.
when we started high school, we were still coming out of that G Unit era.
Oh, that whole like thuggin' kind of
The
thing.
thuggin'. That's when skinny jeans first came out. Like the jerk
Jerkin.
movement. Jerkin was 2008. Don't forget,
Shady,
2008.
your memory's so good, man.
Yeah, no, because I remember certain things that happened culturally. Because I remember everyone went from wearing like
Air
fucking
Forces.
Brett Favre collection Jean 1 Wranglers
yo, I had
to
do-rags
wearing
on deck.
Levi's.
Really?
I had do-rags on deck, bro. You wasn't messing with my waves.
Yeah,
Oh, man.
yeah, I was one of the only ones that say something because I've been wearing Vans since like 3rd grade, and I always had skinny jeans because I had the skinniest legs ever. So I was ahead of the trend. I don't care what anyone
I was
says.
trying to rock Express in high school. What was I thinking?
Yeah,
man?
yeah.
I should have just kept
yeah,
it.
like the
I think-
eagle coming out like
No,
on the chest, you know,
I think
spread,
I was
look
on
like
the,
the
I think I was
tackle.
on the American Eagle train.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I still
Remember
am.
that?
But
These are American Eagle
Was
jeans.
That's
remember
comfy,
when
man.
Mark Echo was popping?
I had it.
Oh yeah.
I had it. Echo United.
No,
Echo.
man.
Did the 50s do something with Echo? Is that why it was
Nah,
popping?
who was it with Echo? I forget.
I forget too.
Who the main guy was with Echo.
But
But then there was Fat Farms.
and then
South Pole.
South Pole. What's
South
up?
Pole.
That's the South Pole
These are
shirts.
all- These are all still around. We have to think they're extinct. But, like,
Dude, they're
people are
basically
wearing
extinct
them.
at
Are they
this
still
point.
around?
People are wearing them. Express, at least. I know Express people.
Oh,
It's younger.
Well, because the Romanian population
For
loves.
me-
Oh, it's the
like-
Romanians?
I'm saying like the Eastern
Damn
Europeans.
Romanians.
Yeah, the Eastern
Let
Europeans
Express
love
die.
Express. They love Express.
Yeah, listen, man. I guess that was like part of my wave on it, but yeah, I was always wearing Express. And like, what was I thinking? Like, don't you ever look back
Did
at
you wear a
pictures
tie
like,
with everything?
no,
They
man,
sell
but
good
I was
ties.
wearing polos to high school. Like, who was
Yeah,
I?
man,
You know what I'm saying?
They're like, this kid
That was
definitely isn't
strange. Bro, I was wearing like, oh my
I-
god, I was wearing Volcom, like all skate.
No,
surf
you were
things.
always stylish though, man.
It was-
I was
You were
always
in the
skate-
skate
you
stuff
could
though.
I was in
you-
skate
So
stuff.
when I went to Upper Moreland High School, like there was this like big like emo like rocker, you know, like the like
Punk
screamo
kids.
We had
punk
that.
like
We
trend.
had
My
that.
Chemical
That was like
Romance.
deep in
I'm
that
still
place.
in that.
People had like
Shit.
the one hair over the one
Ben
eye.
Ben
They would like they would sit and chill and they're all black and like they would have fucking
Purple and
Yeah.
black socks.
Yes.
Oh, ready?
Purple, black lipstick.
You guys are gonna scream.
Fucking
Or what about the
I don't
belts
wanna
that they
scream.
wore? That was like the
Yeah.
studded belts.
yeah, man.
The multicolored studded belts.
You got the studded belt with the Jack
And
Skeleton
everyone
shirt.
listened to
Oh my
Blink
God.
182. That was the thing
Oh
to do.
man.
Nah, bro, I was Panic at Disco.
Were
Were
My
you in that
Chemical
scene?
Hot take, never fucking
What scene
liked
were you
Blink
in?
182.
Were you in that scene? I feel like you were just an athlete in high school.
I guess, yeah. I mean, I played lacrosse,
Yeah.
but I wouldn't know. I was not in the emo scene.
Oh,
Can you
okay.
imagine me like?
You could do it.
Yeah, there it is. I chimed in.
Hey, my friend,
No, but
my
I
mom
was.
isn't nice to me. She
No,
didn't buy
so
me
we
a
were
game
in the
for
same.
Christmas.
See, but you were also
What's up, man?
in the athletic group too, because I played soccer and you were boys with everyone who's on the soccer team, the baseball
Were
team,
you? But
basketball
you didn't
team.
play soccer.
He didn't play any
No,
sports,
no.
but he was boys with all the athletes.
Okay.
I tried
So-
to be friendly, man.
So
like,
I was boys
He's
with
like,
my
we were
soccer
friends.
kids and the skate kids.
Okay.
I was boys with the skate kids. Those were my homies.
Yeah.
And then I had you, Gus, and like that crew. Gus also was soccer, and then when that whole rift happened,
Yeah.
Oh,
Right.
right.
then
Sounds deep.
Oh,
We
man,
lived-
that's
we
a
lived in
story for
an
another day.
awkward fashion time period, man.
Yeah.
we did.
Dude, I legit in the span of 4 years, I had Rockaware, Echoes, like
Yeah,
all this
man.
stuff.
You're feeling yourself
In
out.
like a span of like
You gotta
5
find where you
years.
fit.
Rockaware.
Yeah, now you wearing
I never-
Reckless?
I never
What's
wore
that?
that.
What's Reckless?
Oh, this is Young and Reckless is throwing out. You know Rob Dyrdek stuff.
Rob Dyrdek drama.
Yeah,
Skate company that turned into kind of like a hip hop.
yeah, it's like a
company.
hip hop thing now. I was like, they're having like a sale, and I was just like, yeah, this is nice. like,
Yeah.
yo, this is nice.
You're
It's
right,
comfortable too.
Fashion's
so like,
changing.
it's really changed fashion wise. I don't even know where it's at now.
For me, it's just H&M Uniqlo. That's like my life.
I
never heard of
I
it.
love
Uniqlo.
Uniqlo.
Nah,
No.
once this Fashion Nova comes out,
This Fashion Over Man.
yeah.
What?
June
I'm about-
This
2nd.
Fashion Over Men coming out?
June 2nd.
What is the Fashion Over?
Man,
Oh,
this-
My
man.
guy, I'm about to be out
Don't
on
even tell me.
Instagram
What's
with
that?
the models. I don't care.
So
You can
fashion-
get your promo code from me.
Fashion Nova is all over World Star Hip Hop, and it's like this clothing line for women that Cardi B was like really pushing, and it got pretty popular. I had no idea they were doing it for men.
It's
and I'm
mad
wondering
cheap.
what's
It's
going on.
like
Yeah, speaking of
It's like
brands,
H&M, but it's better clothes than H&M
it's
and
better
cheaper.
clothes, but it was like but it's been exclusively for women, so you see like all the IG models be like, oh, dress from Fashion Nova, and now they just like announced this.
What do you
man
think
one.
about-
I'm about to be like, yo, shoes from Fashion Nova. Know what I'm saying?
What do you think about
Get that promo code.
What were you saying, Ryan? My bad, bro.
Nah, it's finish your laugh, please. I was gonna say, like, what do you think about Quavo endorsing Big Baller Brand on his
Love it.
Instagram
Quavo?
account?
Love
Yeah,
it.
Quavo, Big
These
Baller Brand.
are triple B's. Never lost.
I'm down. I'll wear Big Baller shoes. I'll
What's
wear
that
Big
price
It's
Baller
on
crazy.
that
When
one?
he
It's like a
first started
$500
selling that
one.
shit, no one said he was gonna do it.
Yeah,
Oh,
I wouldn't
come
pay for
on.
it.
He also started
People-
the JBA. Did you
Yeah,
hear
he
that?
did. That's
That's
happening
amazing.
now.
All right, let's be honest about those shoes. Those are the ones that are like the black and yellow shoes, right?
They're not-
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
not
It's
that-
like,
they're not that great.
yeah, they're not that nice. Like, you know what I'm saying?
It's all about. It's not. You know, when you're selling things, this is what it seems like a thing. I don't sell a lot of shit. So,
But I understand that.
Yeah.
yeah, it's like it's not about what you're selling. It's about like the message you're sending by someone buying.
By
you know what I
status
mean?
symbol?
Yeah, exactly.
I guess.
They're trying to make it a status symbol, almost like Jordans.
Yeah, it's like I understand
We
what
gotta get Jordans out
LeVar
here.
Ball was trying to do.
Mhm.
Like he was like, instead of going to all these endorsements to Adidas, Nikes, or Under Armour,
Mhm.
because
Did
they
himself.
the people who
That's
signed those
distribution.
contracts, yeah, like the people like when LeBron signs that contract, I mean he's still getting a check.
He's an anomaly, though.
but it's not the Nike check.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not
Yeah.
Nike's check.
Yeah.
Like he gets a check, but it's not Nike's
Well,
check.
he also has a lifetime deal.
yeah,
So he's
in
he's
there.
like one of the anomalies. Whereas they were trying Nike. It was Nike, Adidas, Under Armour, and I think I'm missing one other one. Nike, Adidas, Under Armour, whatever. It might be Puma. I don't think Puma does basketball shoes.
No.
But they were offering Lonzo out of college. He's sign with us. And LeVar was like looking at it. He's like, what the hell? He said,
Yeah.
he's about to be the second. He said he's going to be this. He's going to get drafted by the Lakers. He was saying it while he was in college.
Yeah, I remember that. Now he's
And-
saying LiAngelo is going to do it.
He actually might.
He might.
Because he was balling over there.
D'Angelo low-key nice.
He nice. But here's the thing.
Tough.
About the shoes, like, they were going to screw him over. Because unless you prove yourself, you're going to be in a weird contract where you don't get anything. Like, look at the Russells, the Russell Westbrooks, James Harden. These dudes are making, off Nike alone, like $90 million for, like, a 5-year deal. Then they have the NBA contract. Where some of these guys are getting deals like Markelle Fultz, to say his rookie first pick, right? His rookie contract's probably like $5 billion, 2 years, right? Then he signs with Adidas. He probably gets 2 years, $1 million.
Yeah, it might be
Right.
like one shoe.
Yeah. So LeVar's like, Lonzo's getting a shoe now. He's like, let's give him a shoe now, and they can market off that. Now, I'm not gonna lie, Big Baller Brand
Yeah.
it's not anywhere
It's
near.
being talked
not
about.
weird.
But it's being
endorsed.
talked about.
It's being
We're talking about it
endorsed by
now.
Celebrities.
It's getting its free promo
And
right here.
that shoe would be 100% to them, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
Lonzo, LeVar, like when you get that check for the shoes, I
Send
want
it
our
right this way,
royalties.
yeah, royalties.
It's
So
like,
something.
like I can't imagine. I can't even imagine if like how much you said Russell Westbrook made shoes.
Let's say it was like 5 years, $90 million.
Okay,
Something
yeah.
like
If Russell's getting $90 million,
that. Yeah.
Nike must be getting a check.
Right.
like that
Exactly.
must be a check. Like
Well, LeBron's was, I think, $500 million for like
Bro.
lifetime.
bro,
Something like
that
Like,
Nike
that's
must be getting a lifetime check.
Yeah.
They're gonna be here
500
forever.
million?
Bro, you don't even want me
No,
to tell you
no.
what some of these soccer contracts are. Like,
Oh my god.
Cristiano signed the lifetime.
he has a lifetime deal with Nike as well.
Yeah.
I think it's like $600 million.
Yeah.
Just from Nike.
Because they know, like,
For
whatever the
five.
profit share might be for the
Yeah.
shoes, it's just like, bro, here's your check, but here's my check.
Yeah,
yeah.
like,
Like,
here's
he could
mine.
retire from playing soccer and he can still sell
Mhm.
cleats.
Right.
And he has his own clothing line.
They say Michael Jordan makes like $10,000 a day.
I believe it.
He's
I
makes
believe
something
it.
crazy like that.
Yeah, but he
A
got
day.
passed by Jordan this year.
Of course, Easy did. I don't know. What do you guys feel about Yeezys? I don't have a pair. I think one day
I
I'll get
would
a
never
pair.
buy one.
Never?
No, I'm not into shoes like that.
You don't like the way they look, or just
Not
off
really.
principle?
Listen, man.
I'm not gonna pay that much for a shoe. I don't know. I'm just not into it.
This is my lifetime brand.
I got you, man.
Yeah,
I've been rocking since 3rd grade. I
Comfy.
don't know anything else.
Right.
I try them. I have, other shoes, obviously, but they don't have the comfort of Vans to me.
Yeah. Man, like I have a weird relationship with shoes, man. Because the era that we lived in is
Mhm.
just like, I had the Lottos, I've had the Nikes, I had the white pill Air Force Ones, you know what I'm saying? I had all that. I have like a weird relationship with shoes because I don't like Jordans like that.
I hate Jordans.
There's only you only catch me wearing the Jordan 1s or something like that.
Because it
'Cause,
looks
like,
more of a sneaker.
yeah, like I don't like, cause it's really weird. Nikes are like coming back with like the style, like the old school style, cause like the old school type shoes are like coming back.
Mhm.
Like Travis Scott dropped the Air Force
Mhm.
ones, and I think even Rockaway did the collaboration with Nike this year with their version of Air Force. And Adidas, I think the most fashionable is Adidas now.
Yeah.
Adidas coming back.
Yeah, Adidas are definitely like the most fashionable right now because of not only Yeezy but Pharrell too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a lot of these, sports apparel companies are now like, it's like, what have we been doing all this
Yeah,
time?
they're like not
Just
even paying
athletes.
attention. They're not even paying
It's like,
attention
let's
to,
get
like, the street
some,
market.
some
Yeah.
celebrities, like
Yeah.
musicians and stuff. That's Meek Mill with Puma.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And they supported him while he was
I was about to
incarcerated.
buy. Actually, I got a pair of Pumas because of you.
I don't like Puma's too tight for me.
Yeah.
I like loose clothes. You know what I mean?
Puma,
No, you're a skinny jeans guy.
Well, yeah, for jeans, but these aren't even skinny jeans. See,
Yeah.
here's a miscon.
Dude.
Yeah, these are just slims.
They seem kind of stretchy too.
Oh, bro,
American Eagle's got the pants, man.
man, look at that.
Yeah, see, American Eagle's got the pants, dude. I feel you. I'm becoming more of a shoehead, man. I'm into Bapes, man. It's 2018.
Oh yeah,
I still love
I
that
got me a
music.
Babe jacket.
Well, you've been
I
in
got me a
Japan
Babe
so many
jacket.
times.
Yeah, I love that
You went
stuff.
to Japan?
3 times, man. I love Tokyo. That's like my spot. I love that
I
place.
gotta go. I know if I go there,
You'll lose your mind.
I'll probably lose my mind.
You'll make the song the first night. I
Yeah.
promise you.
Right, I got it. That's like a place that I'm like, yo, if I go anywhere, I have to fly over to Japan because
Mhm.
their fashion scene is wild.
Yeah.
We were just talking about
Their
before you got here.
fashion- Yeah, their fashion scene is crazy.
Harajuku, man. That's the fashion district they call it, and that is everything, man. So
I mean, like some of the stuff be like out there, it's like, oh, okay, that's too much. But like,
yeah,
but like some of the stuff they got, you're like, damn, that's kind of nice. Like
Mhm.
nobody's doing that over here.
yeah, man.
Like I seen, like I would just browse websites, you know what I mean, like whatever, like Japanese designer, Chinese designer,
Mm-hmm.
Korean designers, they got some stuff, they got some ammo. If it was, I'm surprised the States hadn't copied.
Well,
it.
another thing that the Japanese do that I can really appreciate is that they bring their anime culture into the real world,
clothes, yeah.
into the clothes.
I definitely have a Uchiha bomber
Mhm.
jacket,
Yeah.
and people were like, "Yo, that jacket, bomber jacket, nice." I'm like,
Yeah,
"Yeah."
so you know some of the fits and some of the characters that they make out of their the characters they put into the clothes, and you get some nice looking looks like Tokyo Ghoul.
Mhm.
Like that's
Yeah.
surging even over here. Some of that look.
Even rappers are now are trying to dress like anime.
It's a big thing in hip hop right now.
It
It's
pisses me
it's
off.
The anime.
I hate
hip-hop
it.
combination.
The gentrification of anime.
Bro, dude, you know how much it bothered me? Because, like, when we were growing up, oh, you watch anime? Oh, you loser. You
Yeah,
Yeah,
cornball.
now everyone loves it.
And now everyone's like, oh, yeah, Goku, huh?
Yeah.
Goku?
Did you catch Super?
Oh,
Did you
man.
know Goku actually had a tail when he was younger?
Yeah.
He was like, yeah, dude, I watched the whole fucking series 5 times.
Yo, you know Goku. It's crazy that he had the nine-tailed fox the whole time. Hope he finds One Piece.
Anime is gaining more respect because people that are
Because people that are popular are, like, watching it.
Yeah.
Like, the Fox, I forget what his name is. He's on the Kings right now, the basketball team, the Kings.
Darren Fox.
Yeah, he loves Dragon Ball Z, but you can tell he actually loves
You
it.
see his shoes? He got custom Dragon Ball Z shoes.
Michael Jordan also came out and said he liked anime. Even Kim K came out.
Fucking
Yeah, with
B.
the
Jordan
show
was-
I love.
Michael B. Jordan was talking specifically about Naruto. He says he's a huge Naruto fan.
Ooh, I'm about to buy some
And
drawers.
there was that video that I showed Ryan, and I think you, of Joel Embiid was watching Dragon Ball
Yeah.
GT before the game started.
And it was GT, and I was like, oh, I was watching GT. I was like, so do I.
You know what?
I never thought there was anything
people are
wrong
just
with it.
being more open about it.
Yeah,
They're being more open about
Well, I
it.
think-
Because honestly, anime has better storylines
It's
than mainstream
art.
media.
Yes, and it's just, dude, it's just a different type of art.
Yeah.
Because people's like, oh, I don't watch cartoons. I'm like, bro, there's a difference. Yes, anime does have a weird subgenre in
yeah.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah, it can get wild. Yeah.
Yeah.
Be straight up
You just
wrong.
stay away from that. Don't
Yeah.
But at the same time, like you can get some like really good. See, I tell him all the time, I don't watch like the shonen ones, like the kind of the ones that are like the mainstream ones. I told him about it. I like watching the serious ones.
I mean, Death Note's
Bakumanagari.
Death Note's still my favorite
Yeah,
anime.
that was good.
Death
Yeah.
Note.
Whatever the creator did you get the
Gangsta.
Gangsta was amazing.
Mhm.
Gangsta's about that dude with the little monster guy that's on his shoulder. I'm thinking about something.
Gangsta is about two cops and one of them.
Mobster dude was like reborn.
Yeah.
I watched Reborn.
Gangsta's about one deaf cop, another one's his partner who's half blind.
Before you continue, this guy's told me the
more.
more premises to like movies and shows than anybody else in my life.
Yeah.
Who?
You wanna know who?
Shinichiro Watanabe?
I don't know who that is, but I think that's the guy.
Cowboy Bebop Space
Yep,
Dandy.
same guy.
Okay, that's awesome, man.
Yeah.
That's my boy right there.
Samurai Champloo.
Samurai Champloo.
I'm about to go.
But you know who? You know what tweet I saw today? You know, what's his name? O'Shea Jackson, which is Ice Cube's son.
Yes.
He tweeted out today, "I need Attack on Titan." And guess who quote tweeted it? John Boyega. He said, "Bro," he said, "we need to get those new chapters." And I'm like, I'm like, dude, am I in like the Twilight Zone?
I'm telling you,
It's
man.
really weird.
I'm like, what is going on?
It's a trend right now, man.
And I'm hearing it more prevalent in rap music too. And I'm just like, especially with these
anime
like,
bar's always been there, but it's not.
Yeah.
It's been like, the green like Piccolo and stuff like that. I'm like,
yeah,
There's always been Dragon Ball Z. Is that Earl Sweatshirt?
always
line,
Dragon Ball.
Super Saiyan.
There's one song they used a sample of like some of the DVDs.
Lonzo Ball.
What you been
No,
watching,
it wasn't
bro?
that
I think
one.
I'm going Super
I
Saiyan.
think it's Denzel Curry.
On like the Funimation app, my brother just got it. It says like one on these like all websites and all that.
Kiss anime.
Yeah, yeah, drawn. But like we were watching Space Dandy. There's this one drawn Basilisk.
Basilisk.
I can't
Of course
pronounce
that
it.
is.
It's got
Yeah, I
ninjas in
know.
it.
Yeah, I
And
know.
it is raw. The first episode shocked me. I'm rewatching. We're doing Black Clover. Watching Black Clover.
I'm reading.
English
that.
dub or Japanese? For Black Clover.
Japanese is terrible.
Everyone's saying the Japanese is bad, so you watch in English?
Yeah.
Okay.
Japanese
I
is
watch
bad.
both. And I'm like, I'm gonna stick to the English.
Yeah, Japanese
It's
is
more,
really
it's
bad.
more terrible.
And English is a song pass.
Yeah.
So.
Because freaking Asa just wants to scream all the damn time.
Mm-hmm.
Freaking Funimation recommended High School DxD, but that was the worst thing I've ever watched.
I think that's
Is that the one with the big yellow alien?
No, it's the one with the guy who gets his power from sucking tits.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
that was.
Whoa, whoa,
That
whoa!
was-
What are you talking about?
That show is actually really funny.
Now you've got my
It's
attention.
funny, but it's just like.
It's funny,
bro,
but it's so extra.
It's just
so extra.
mad extra.
I'm 3 seasons deep on that one.
I
That was really
I
fucking
finished
weird.
it. I was like, since I watch anime and like I can't just drop it, I have to like finish it.
Yeah.
I started watching Darker Than Black. I don't know if you guys.
I don't like that.
You don't like it?
Mm.
Never heard of it.
And now I think I'm just starting this other one called Witchblade.
I like Witchblade.
That
That's
sounds
from
like-
2002.
That sounds like such an anime.
Or 2009, sorry,
Yeah,
2009.
Witchblade.
Witchblade.
Yeah, I got a lot on my plate when it comes to it. Cause I watch, he'll tell you, man. You know, from when I worked with you at
I
GameStop,
need another.
I watch a
Maggie.
lot.
I need something from that series. I need something.
And that's the same thing with Hunter x Hunter, man. You'll never get it.
Never get it, but I need. Like, I really want to see how. I want to see the origin story they had on Netflix. They need to do another season for that. 'cause that was-
Sinbad?
Yeah, Sinbad was way too damn good.
Mm-hmm.
And the one that's like the original story that's going on,
Mhm.
they need to finish that.
He's a huge head of One Piece.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I just watched the latest episode today. Damn, that thing just they drag it.
I can't do
Just
it.
keep going, man. I mean,
Oh, they drag it.
it's in its fourth quarter according to the creator. So when it ends, I might cry. I've been reading it since 6th grade. I have like all the volumes.
Bro,
So
that's how I felt when Naruto and
That's how I
Sasuke
felt,
ended.
yeah. Especially because I wasn't happy with the ending.
oh
You
yeah,
weren't?
No,
Oh, I was
happy with that?
at peace.
No,
I was at
the
peace.
Naruto ending.
fucking hated it. Like they brought a villain at the very end that had no.
Oh,
stake
okay.
in anything, and I
Yeah,
was
I'll
like,
agree with that.
I was
That
like,
was a
fuck
cop
that.
out. That was
Like
a
literally,
cop
you
out.
build this dude up, you build this one
Madara?
villain up. Yeah, you build Madara up the entire fucking series. He's always in the background, even though you don't know,
Kaguya.
even when you don't know his fucking name, you know he's around. And you know he's like pulling the strings, and then they just fucking kill him off. And then bring some fucking Kaguya,
Rabbit goddess.
some fucking Now it's become like godlike. Now we're on a scale of gods now. Like this is supposed to be a fucking normal Naruto world where the rules is that ninjutsu work. Those are the fucking rules. And now they just turn it on its head with
Well, that's
stupid,
one of- yeah.
like god shit.
That's one of the
And I don't
problems
care
I
about
had.
it.
Is
Yeah,
that
man.
Naruto, they were like, we need to keep up with the times. We have to go the DBZ route.
I felt like they were just like, oh, we need to finish this.
They could have finished it like
My
we
thing.
Finish this, so let's bring in a villain that no one talks
Yeah, no, it's more jarring.
What?
The whole war arc, 4 years. The whole war arc, 2 days.
yeah, man.
That's a yeah. They fought Madara, Kaguya, Naruto, and Sasuke fought each other all in the same night.
Yeah.
That's true.
Like I remember when I read it, and it was even worse in comics. That was like
Yeah.
8 years.
Mm-hmm.
Like I remember reading it and watching it, and then once it finally finished, I was
I
like,
just remember the whole.
I checked the years, and I was like, these motherfuckers.
So I was cool.
Yeah.
I was
went home
cool
forever.
with- I was cool with Toby being Obito, but like
That messed me up, man.
But I would just I'm like cool twist. I'm like sweet twist, but like
Amazing twist.
But like it doesn't make any sense how he lived. Like I don't know. I don't get like.
I'm still a little murky with that
You know what I
too.
mean? Like that's a little too fuzzy for me.
That boulder crushed
Yeah.
after your body, and
Not just that. How did Madara survive? That's the
somehow-
So
thing.
he, I guess so
Under
he's
the
crushed.
boulder.
So he's crushed, and then he escapes. Like however the fuck he
I
does
don't
it at
know.
that point.
Or
'Cause we don't even know.
No, I think
whatever-
they said they pulled him out, then they put the white Zetsu on. I don't know. It didn't
they
make
pulled-
sense.
Like they like Madara or whatever the white and black Zetsu
Mhm.
found Obito,
Yeah.
and like he was unconscious, so they didn't show how they brought him out, of course. But
Yeah.
you know, he just ended up in Madara's freaking love basement.
Mhm.
and like with the whole like Ito Tensei, like when he like did the jutsu to get out of it, and then he was just like an immortal body. One, I was like, how the fuck does no one know that? Like
Yeah.
he just like automatically has a fucking cop out. Like oh we
Yeah.
win, just
Here's
kidding. Yeah, like I
He
know
was
this
a,
super
he
secret
was
thing.
an old man.
Yeah,
too.
and
He
two,
was old
why?
as hell.
Why the fuck would you want to be? I mean, did he become stronger when he was alive again? I guess. I
Yeah,
don't know,
which
just
still
that-
made no sense.
Yeah, like he had
He
had unlimited chakra, unfucking limited
wait,
power
wait,
when he
wait.
was immortal.
Wait, it was because he was connected to the tree, right?
The tree
Yeah,
of
but
life.
we don't even know how he. Oh, then that would make sense. How?
It was
Because
connected-
when he was,
'cause he had,
remember he had
like,
those
cut-
pipes on him.
he has
Yeah.
When he was
like,
like alive, it was a tree of life that was giving him life. That's how he
And then,
survived.
I'm saying
and then
when
he had
he
the
came-
first Hokage cells too.
But I agree with you. It doesn't make sense how his real body, how he has a real body and how he has a dead body.
Yeah, and like
That's
his-
what didn't
and-
make
and
sense.
His dead body is young.
Yeah. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Which
I just
doesn't make
wasn't.
sense.
I just wasn't happy. Like the first half. So part one is fucking perfect. Perfect.
When he was a kid.
Yeah, when he was a kid, when Sasuke leaves, fucking perfect ending, cliffhanger.
Oh,
like
those fights were
they're
incredible.
going to, they're both
Animation was
leave.
good.
They both fucking leave the train, and I was like, oh shit! Like they are both with two of the arguably greatest ninja in the ninja world, and they're rivals, and they fucking like they're just like hate each other at to a point because of that rivalry, and now they're going to train 3 fucking years. And then he come back, and the first part's cool, but then it, like you said, just like power levels get
Sasuke's chest is all open.
yeah, like
what's
I don't
going
know,
on?
Sasuke's
power
coming
levels
out
stop
like
making
Fabio.
sense, and being the greatest ninja ever, and like being an Akatsuki member, being all this shit, like doesn't really mean.
My thing
much by
is,
the end of it.
Yeah.
so I have like 3 things. One, I said to him a long time ago, they could have ended the show when he beat Pain, because the way that arc ended, it could have been like the end of the series,
True.
and I would have been fine with that.
And that, or it could have been just
You
like
would've been fine with
Sasuke.
I would have been fine with it because he saved Pain literally killed everyone.
That could have been the end of Akatsuki. That could have been
Yeah,
the end of Akatsuki.
and then I
he
could have
focused
been
on Sasuke.
good, and then it could have been focused on Sasuke. Ended there. 2, I don't like how every time Naruto got stronger, they wrote something in for Sasuke. Sasuke has the Rinnegan now. It's like
No, what I hate is, come on,
The
3
Toma
years of
Rinnegan,
training
too.
and you're saying that he can't do a fucking one-handed Rasengan? Like, come on, like, what are you doing out there? Like, that's just not important?
he didn't
That's
like the
not
fight.
fucking
He didn't like
important?
their final fight. I thought the fight. I told him I almost
No.
cried.
After the bullshit with Kaguya and shit, I was like, I don't care. I don't care anymore. I really
Yeah.
don't care anymore. Like, this
Yeah.
doesn't make any sense.
I
Your
would-
motivations don't make any sense anymore. I can't.
You know
I
what's
can't
crazy?
understand.
No, his
Madara-
motivation made sense because he was going the Madara route.
Yeah.
He said
I'm
they'll
gonna-
all be united by peace because I will be the only villain.
He fucking hated that dude up until that moment, and then he's just gonna flip and switch and go, "Oh wait, he was right."
No, he still hated him, but he said he had a good.
Like it
Like
makes
it's
sense.
kind of like the Thanos
It's a-
thing.
Yeah.
If you, I don't know if have you seen Infinity War?
Yeah.
So it's kind of like the Thanos thing. It's like this dude really fucking sucks, but
Unnecessary.
he's trying to do something that could potentially end up being for the greater good of the universe by it's fucked up by extinguishing half of the universe. Now people who are hungry and people who are struggling, there's
Have a chance
abundance of
to-
like resources now
Yeah.
because there's not that many people using it anymore. So I can understand why Sasuke was saying like everyone united to fight Madara.
That whole
Now
dialogue-
Madara's gone. Oh, another war could start. You know, conflict between villages could happen again. Sasuke's like, that can't happen if I'm killing everybody.
Yeah.
No, everybody has to come kill me.
Yeah.
So I can understand that, but I agree with you how fast it happened.
Yeah, that whole dialogue between Sasuke and like the past Hokages was like really intense.
Yeah.
But like literally in the manga and even in that like the episode when Madara died, I freaking rewatched it like 3 times. I'm like, is this is how you kill them off? Like
Mhm.
this is it. Dude wiped out all the current Kages. like
just get a hand through his chest.
like
Not only that, they were supposed to be in the gut of the Shinigami. They're not supposed to get out of there, and all of a sudden there's a fucking written in thing that brings them.
And then like dude
fucking
dude solo throwing hands with the whole entire army.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, this is serious. Like they literally put time into making sure Madara was like, damn, nobody's gonna.
I think that's like one of the problems. I think that's one thing that DBZ does pretty well, that it doesn't outright its own source. So once it knows it might not have an idea for a while, they end it.
Mm-hmm.
So like Super. I told him early on, I said, yo, this Tournament of Power, there's nothing going to be after that.
Yeah.
And people, not you, but Ant Clarkson was like, oh no, they'll do something else after. I'm like, dude, you can't. You're doing a fight where it's literally universes on the line.
Literally for the universe, but then they copped out at the end.
And I called it too. It's on the podcast.
Yeah,
I said who's going to win.
And then they copped out at the end, reviving. The theory was
we knew that was going to
revive
happen.
all the universes,
Right.
and there was like a theory that like there was actually more universes than the one that they currently have. So like
there was
villains,
4 universes that didn't participate. That didn't participate.
Yeah, because they were too strong to be entered into the Tournament of Power.
Universes that didn't participate in universes that were already erased
Prior to the tournament.
And like, did I tag you in the trailer? It was like a fan-made trailer.
You did, yeah.
Of this dude. It was like this guy. He was like the first Saiyan or whatever, and because the wish
Yamamoshi, I think his name was.
Whatever, like. And isn't there a Dragon Ball movie coming out?
People think he's going to be the main villain of the new movie. The trailer dropped for it. Not a trailer, but a little teaser.
Yeah, when Goku was like...
Yeah, he's dancing. He flies up out of the sky.
I love the animation.
Yeah.
So that looks superb so far.
It comes out December.
It's a long time.
Yeah, it's a super long time. But you're right. Dragon Ball, it's like Godzilla. It comes out of the ocean and then it goes back in. So.
And it knows when it's like, it's time to dip off for a little bit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like, it knows. Like... They were like, all right, we all felt it, like this Tournament of Power kind of dragging, especially with that whole love.
Oh, the Rivian thing. That's one of those cultural things in anime where it like scares people away. You don't really watch anime. You're like, what is this weirdness? And it's like, see, in Japan, people find this funny, but like a Western audience is just like, we're like, what is going on?
We like our seriousness.
This love,
power of love.
That was trash.
I was just like, yo, that's the best. That's the best. Like that's what y'all got.
Yeah, man.
But I was just
and
like,
she's super strong and giving everyone the work too. I was like, this is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Apparently, I don't know if this is true, but Yu Yu Hakusho is supposed to be.
It is. Movie's coming. They're doing. Toei, I think, is doing a full length movie just like they did with.
Is that with the gun, the spirit gun?
Oh yeah, man.
Gun.
Listen. That doesn't matter. You know why?
It's gonna spark a series.
Because the greatest anime ever got a sequel and it comes out June 2nd. You know what that is? Season 2 of Fooly Cooly.
I already saw the first episode. They aired it on April Fool's Day. I love Fooly Cooly, man.
Were you in Japan?
No, bro. I was here. They aired it on Adult Swim for April Fool's Day. It's still up if you want to go see it online.
I'm going to.
You know what else they're doing? Not to change topic. They're doing a live action Cowboy Bebop series.
American or Japanese?
Ghost in the Shell.
Americans are doing it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he was American in the show though, or he wasn't Japanese. None of the characters in Cowboy Bebop were Japanese.
Technically, none of them.
Did anyone see Ghost
Yeah,
in
but
the Shell?
I'm saying based off the name, it was terrible.
No.
It was so bad. It was so bad.
Like you put me onto Ghost in the Shell, and I watched the animated, and I'm like, I saw the.
I put you onto Akira as well.
Yeah, he did.
Akira. Akira.
When I was like a young boy, I was like, even though it always came on Adult Swim, I like never watched it. I'm like, yo, this song creepy. So like I never watched it, but he was like, you need to go back.
Yeah, you need to go back because that is the inspiration behind Quentin Tarantino, The Matrix, and some other shows.
Kanye, right?
Kanye.
He said it's his favorite movie of all time. I was
Kanye
bring
said
that up.
that.
Yeah.
Same with Quentin Tarantino and the Wachowski sisters.
I might watch that tonight. I
It's
don't
long.
have work tomorrow.
It's long.
Kanye West
2
also
hours
said
and
that
30 minutes of this anime.
Kanye West also said that Pacific Rim was one of the best movies ever made.
Oh, that's a good movie.
It's cool.
First
man.
one is
the
good.
story's nothing to write home about. I think the visuals are cool, but for him to say that, it's just classic.
Okay, if it was just Kanye, maybe I wouldn't. But if there's 3 well-known people that are saying this,
He's right about Akira.
Well, Akira was like also the inspiration behind Graduation.
Akira
Yeah,
blew.
even the teddy bear.
Yeah.
was, like,
Yeah.
Inspiration.
That's Samurai Jack
I didn't even
vibes,
think about
man.
that. The guy who made the teddy bear, that's Takashi Palm.
Yeah.
I forget. He's a super famous designer in Japan, making noise.
I looked him up. He actually did an interview with Pharrell. That was an interesting conversation.
Yeah.
It was like Pharrell,
He speak English?
the I Am Other. I think he had a translator.
Okay.
The I Am Other interviews are like amazing.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool creators out there, man. That's all I can say, really. It's coming up on 11 o'clock. I'm not sure. That might be a little late. We should probably wrap this up. How you guys feeling?
Alright, that's fine.
Yeah, cool.
I
Because
had
we got
no
work
idea what
tomorrow
time
and
it was.
stuff. So, I just want to thank you first and foremost for just allocating some of your time and coming on. I hope we didn't keep you too late. I want you to plug everything right now. Your music, what's coming up, just so the people watch this know where to get your stuff and all that.
May 25th, or this Friday, EMP comes out. 5 songs. Tidal, Spotify, Deezer, Amazon, Apple Music. Go get it. My Instagram, Shaba, SHABBA _ Shad, SHAD. That is Instagram, Twitter. That's everywhere. So
Yeah.
you can find me, look me up, DM me. I don't care. I'll talk to you. You know, I'm very open guy. You know, so if you enjoy the music, you know, let me know. You know, that's about it. You got a YouTube channel, Justshad. Look me up. I haven't posted a video in a while, but still, covers are fire.
Videos.
Thousands of views, right? You got numbers.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, put
I
your numbers,
think
put your numbers up there.
I'm thinking I'm only like 2K subscribers.
Ooh.
About to come up
That's
to 2K.
nice.
It's been there for a while, but I haven't like uploaded a lot of videos. I think the last video I uploaded was like a Lena Perez cover,
Cool.
but
Doesn't one of your videos have in the hundreds of thousands?
it was a lyric video I did for
The
Shad.
Beaver.
Yeah, the Beaver John. Since you know, like when someone releases music, the first thing that YouTube people do is create like a lyric
Lyrics.
video.
Yeah.
So since we had like we found like a leak. It was like a leak from Japan, a Justin Bieber song. We're like, bro, we don't care. We gotta cover this right now. So we covered it, and so we were kind of like super ahead of the curve. So when like it finally came out, the first thing they would see was that cover, and then I made the lyric video. So like all the traffic would get to my channel.
Sneaky. I like that.
So like
though.
before anyone else,
Sneaky.
so before anyone else made the lyric video, it was like, yeah, we already did that. Like we're already ahead of the curve. So, and I think they got like 2 mil, which is wild.
Yeah.
But
That's dope.
yeah, I think the most video like I got like solo was James Blake cover, and I think they got like 7,000, 8,000 maybe.
Nice.
So,
Well, full circle. Just Shad. Check him out. Awesome music. Awesome guy. And that's it. We're closing out episode 31. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.